We've got Smoke. We've got 4, 3. We've got Ignition. 2, 1. We've got RIP Takeoff. Rest up, brother. Condolences to his family. Y'all stop the blicking. Stop the killing. Life is precious. Stop the drilling. Yes, sir. All right, let's go with it. Y'all know the link is pinned in the chat. If you've got cojones, go ahead and pull up. Please smash that like button and leave a comment as well. The algorithm loves it. So you can choose to be lazy and be like nonchalant and I'm not gonna help these guys push this message out here. Or you can do 2 simple things that won't cost you any money and very little time. Like and put a comment and share. We appreciate that. Appreciate that 1,000,000%. Anybody's welcome to pull up. Today we're going to break down how fans impact player performance. We've got data. And then, of course, we got a bunch of hot topics because we didn't do it last week. So a whole lot to talk about. I need a longer version of that. All right, so we're going to jump into it. So y'all make sure you like, share, subscribe, and then we like to say
mouthpiece included.
Fair use. All right, if we're going to use content, we're doing it for educational purposes. Fair use. Self-love vision. Much better. All right, welcome to Mouthpiece Included. It's a podcast where we talk politics. What's politics, you may ask? Because you're ignorant. Politics is a mix between sports and politics, and we got everything in between. This is one of the hosts, 9 Millie. I'm going to be joined by the co-host, Big Ace, a.k.a. Big Perk. Bet him up. And any urban silverback or silverbackette who still got his or her gonads can go ahead and pull up. The link is pinned in the chat. Today, we're diving into a fascinating topic, and we put an extra week into the work. How fans impact player performance. Not may, not could impact, not may impact. How fans impact player performance. We're going to explore, and fans is originally, I think, the connotation of the word is the word friend. So how friends impact player performance. How friends can impact your performance. We'll explore the psychology behind the audience effect and how the energy from the crowd can either elevate an athlete's game or add pressure to that athlete's game. Which could lead to mistakes. It could lead to mistakes. Now, guys. Karen. Okay, 1 second. All right, sorry. My bad, y'all. All right, so we're going to explore the psychology behind the audience effect and how the energy from the crowd can either elevate an athlete's game or add pressure that leads to mistakes. From the roaring cheers that boost a player's adrenaline, which could be good or bad. Because, you should be playing how you practice. If you're not practicing with that boost of adrenaline, it's a little different. Maybe your shot's a little harder. Maybe you're shooting that air ball out there, but that shot was going in when you was just out there by yourself, not visualizing properly or using your chi. So from those cheers that could boost your adrenaline to the intense scrutiny that can cause anxiety out there, we're going to uncover the dual-edged sword of friend influence. So, Whether you're a diehard sports fan out there or just curious about the psychological dynamics at play, you can apply it to your life. This morning's live episode is Poor Vu. Of course, we'll also discuss the latest news and updates from the world of politics. So, stand down, stand back, stand by, or pull up. But if you do pull up, don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. We debate here. Yeah, we debate. We debate. A lot to talk about. Did Joe Beasy step down? Huh? You ain't black if you ain't happy that he stepped down. Yeah? The views expressed in this podcast are those of the hosts and guests and are not necessarily reflective of T18 or any of its affiliates. All righty. Let's get the co-host in the building, Jackie Robinson's finest. Dad extraordinaire. You know what I mean? He's not a father. He's a father. Man. He's more than just a sperm donor out there. He's active.
Yeah, 18.
You know what I mean? What up there, fella?
What up, fool? What's going on? What's going on? Happy Sunday to you and all the mouthpiece included faithful. We're doing our thing today. This is my last day of Daddy Ball. No more baseball for a few weeks. Stretching, revitalize the parental part of it and let the kids, rest, take a deep breath, play them some PS, something, and the new game that came out, so, everybody's chilling, everything's good.
Hey, that's what's up, bro. That's what's up, man. Yeah, bro, we had, give me some banter out there. I'm gonna go kick the can. But we had Richard Simmons out there, rest his soul, and Jelly Bean reunited with Kobe and his grandbaby. Rest his soul.
That was a heck of a news bit that Jelly Bean went to be on with his son and his granddaughter. It's you don't think you're gonna live forever. We know we all gotta go, but it's strange that not too soon after his son died horrifically and his granddaughter died horrifically, that he went on to be with the Maker. My man Richard Simmons started his own wave of health and fitness and I guess alternative living. And he did his thing, man. For years and years. Yeah, he used to have my mom back in the day, up and Richard Simmonsizing and up early in the morning, exercising before she went to work and doing a little Richard Simmons on the floor, butt movement and stretching and bending and stretching. It feels good. And so it's sad to see him go on to I guess greener pastures, but rest in peace, Richard Simmons. Rest in peace, Jelly Bean Bryant. Who was that from Philly? Rasheed Wallace was talking about, how great of a basketball player that Joe Bryant was in Philadelphia, and he's a Philadelphia legend. Unfortunately, and he birthed one of the greatest. He didn't birth him, but he contributed to the birth of one of the greatest basketball players in NBA history. Unfortunately, they didn't end on a good note. Um, I don't think Kobe grew up wanting for much or wanting for anything. You know, they were in a foreign land, and then they came back to the U.S. and he played here. So I would assume and think that he was living a better than average and above average lifestyle. And then Kobe went on to be an NBA superstar, and they couldn't be together as family for whatever reason. Now, us commoners think, once you get past the money thing and the fame thing, then uh, we all we got. But unfortunately, it doesn't work out that way for a lot of famous families. Either it's some underlying issues, or is jealousy, or somebody feels that you should be giving me this when I gave you that, or I should have gave you that when you gave me this, and they end up in a situation like Kobe and his parents, where they weren't getting along. And if I'm worth $200-300 million, $500 million, whatever kind of money Kobe was at the time of his passing, there's no reason, rhyme, or way that I would have not have a good relationship with my parents. Um, Especially I lost my dad when he was 34, and God has blessed me. My mom is still alive, but if I had a way to make their lives as comfortable as possible, there's no way I wouldn't do anything to not facilitate that. Whether I had to build a compound, I could build a street, I can have a mansion with a moat or whatever we needed to be close to one another. Um, when it's within reason, like I can build a mansion, and I can build one or buy one next to me where my dad can come see his grandkids all the time, or I can send them over there. Or yeah, it's just it's terrible. Unfortunately, the things that money and influence do to you, where you can't love one another. And everybody said, well, it's easy to love one another when you're broke, but yeah, you got to be rich in love before you're rich in monetary things. Because when it's gone, it's gone. We all go on the ground the same way. So shout out to Joe Jelly Bean Bryant, uh, Kobe and Gianni, and now hopefully Kobe's widow and maybe his mom can get together, and her mom, or everybody can realize that life is only so long. So you gotta love one another while you can, especially since money is no object. Love one another. Go help other people. Keep Kobe's name alive. Joe Jelly Bean's name alive. Start another foundation. Go help some kids. Go help some people. Go help people. There's You'll never not have what you need. So go help people that don't have what they need or want to survive in this world. That's simple stuff. There's no way you can ever spend $200-300 million. You got more money still coming. You're coming out with the new Kobe shoes. Yeah, just go out and help some people. Whether it's in a big way or a small way, or you just see somebody going down the street. Here's XYZ. Here's a pair of shoes. There's this guy on Facebook. He's got a site called Cheeseway, and he'll just pull up on people with food, gift cards. Uh, uh, he'll go buy some food at a store. He'll make some smoothies, some fruit drinks at home, and pass them out. People come to him like, man, I've been trying to get this job. I just need XYZ to go get my ID. He one segment where this guy went and got his ID, and the next time he saw him, he was working. He was trying to take care of his family, and you might see people think, oh, they want as a handout, but this guy like, man, I need $20. Give me an ID. He went and got him my ID. Was able to get his ID. Then he went next. His next step was going to get a job. And
Wait. So you're saying he didn't steal a Kia and put a gun to somebody's face and demand the $20?
no. He just asked this guy who he saw normally. This guy would get people to donate shoes or money or clothing and he'll take these funds and he'll pass out cash or he'll get food or he'll get these smoothies that he makes in the morning, to help nourish their bodies while they're
Yeah,
out there on these streets.
yeah.
And this particular guy, he just I rolled back up on him, and he was like, "Man, thanks because I was able to get that ID when that little scratch you gave me."
That's nice. So that angel that's helping out like that, is he drop dead gorgeous? Is he
no,
pink?
no, he's not. He's no,
No.
not at all.
Yeah. So he is he a copper man?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, look at that.
He's
In the city of Chicago, probably.
No, I think he's out your way. I think he's out on the left coast.
Okay. All
I'm not
right.
sure, but I'm gonna get his information and send it to you. And but he goes out and it's cool.
I see the guys, and sometimes I, give a couple dollars. More likely because I'll be having water in the whip to give
Yeah,
a couple of those little bottles of water, man. They'd be happy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can't necessarily give you the 20 for the ID, but here's
yeah,
two. Here's two. And now
yeah,
you need 18 more. We
yeah.
could do stuff like that.
Yeah, whatever this guy's got going on, he does have the Venmo and PayPal or
Yeah.
whatever, and he'll take donations, and you'll see him on camera, extending it forward to people out on the street. So shout out to T's Way.
Yeah, shout out. And I want to say, rest in peace, Richard Simmons. There's some foul play, I guess, allegedly about his, deletion. But
Really, I didn't.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I don't watch the news.
Yeah, he changed the game. He was one of your first, some sort of, how do I say, misgender, and he was out there, and he was one of the first ones on TV doing exercise and stuff.
Yeah, misgender, or he just was happy.
Maybe he was just super happy. And Jelly Bean, I'll say I've never had the pleasure to see him play. I remember when Kobe came around, my oldest brother was like, "Yeah, that's Jelly Bean's son." You don't remember Jelly Bean? I'm like,
no.
If I was watching Jelly Bean with you, I was probably thinking about jelly beans. And
that was back when the NBA was on tape delay.
Yeah. So, and if he wasn't a Bull, I probably wouldn't have known him. Bull, Laker, or Celtic, or Sixer, I probably wouldn't have known him. Was he a Sixer? Who did Jelly Bean?
I think he was playing in Philadelphia. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Maybe I do remember. But rest in peace, man. And wow. Whew. All right. We're going to skip Cubs Sox because, frankly, I don't give a damn. How fans impact player performance. We got data for you all today. Please pull up. The link is pinned in the chat. And we're going to keep it going. Like, share, subscribe while you at it. Repost this link. All right, man.
You don't care about the Cubs and the Sox? Wait a minute.
Yeah, not right now. So Kawhi snubs the Olympics. I didn't know Kawhi was even signed up for Olympic team. Like, who in the hell even considered it?
Well, I mean, he's hurt every year. So why would you have a player that's hurt every year during his regular season, considering playing on the Olympic team that had a tough game the other day? They barely.
Was it the Sudan?
Yeah.
They were like 46-point favorites and won by 1 point.
And we're happy because I think Bronny's teammate scored the game-winning point or something. I heard. I just saw when they were down by 15 points. I stopped watching it, and I went on and did something else. But
they're getting bullied. See, here's the thing: you don't have goons in the league, and they don't take the goons that they have. Nobody values that, and we're getting outgooned. Americans have become so soft that we're getting outgooned.
Yeah, but I mean, why is? Well, I guess this would be people's reason that he's on the Olympic team, but maybe this was stage 2. But why the hell is? Come on, man, he needs to be resting.
All of them. But
Yeah.
now, but they're going to compare this team, and actually, these idiots are on national news saying this team is better than the Dream Team.
Nah, come on,
Bro,
man.
all those people should be fired.
Yeah. Come on, man. Who would utter such nonsense to say that these guys are better than? Imagine the Dream Team going out and playing the Sudan and them
And
being
getting
within
bullied. And
40.
Barkley getting bullied by these guys.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's a different era. You know, these guys playing the NBA, they professional players too. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but they talking about they bullying us. Anybody who watched the game, bro, I didn't watch it, but they came away from it like
Yeah,
they took it to us.
yeah. I think I was heading somewhere else, and it was on somewhere, and I was at the mechanic shop, and I'm like, damn, they losing. And then you got the Steph Currys and all these guys, and this mismatched, unsynchronized team. It looks like to me, trying to go out there and win an Olympic gold medal. So we'll see what happens.
We definitely will see what happens. Yeah, so I didn't care when they said, I don't know. We'll move past because I don't care about Kawhi. So how about Bronny? You think they should have why not? You think he should have gotten a nod to play with his dad on the Olympic team?
Absolutely not. His dad shouldn't even be on the damn team. So why the hell would he play on the team? He's got gold medals already. I mean, come on, man.
Well, I mean, he's an NBA player.
Yeah, it's a
He's
lot of.
obviously one of the best college players coming out.
No, I'm talking about
Bronny. Yeah.
I'm talking about Bronny's teammate,
Who?
LeBron.
He shouldn't be on the team.
No,
But I think Bronny should have been on the team.
think so.
I mean, why not?
He could brought those 4 points. There's people. Come on, man. Stop it. There's real people. There's real NBA players that he's got a toenail in the damn NBA. Well, he doesn't even have that. This is a summer league. I mean, there's real players that needs to be out there, representing their country if they want to in the Olympics. And yeah.
Well, and speaking of representing their country, let me tell you something. I would ban Joel Embiid.
No,
I don't care what you did. You're a big African, and you're going to play for your team. You
is
know
it
what I mean? And that should be a rule. Yeah, he plays for the U.S. now. He gave up his homeland. He
no.
became a U.S. citizen.
Okay.
He turned his back on the nation that raised him, and he's balling for the United States. Joel Embiid.
Why didn't he do the dual citizenship thing that he could have done?
I don't know, but I'm saying every other player is playing for their native tongue,
Yeah.
and this guy is playing for the United States. That's disingenuous.
Well,
I wouldn't have him on the team. That's a spot for an American. What's your thoughts on that?
he wanted to win, so he can't win a NBA championship. So
He can't win the Olympics. He's about to blow it. That's my point.
I don't know, man. He's not. Well,
Is
he's
he a
American
sellout?
now, so yeah,
Okay, you were born in America
yeah,
and you move to some shithole country, right?
right, yeah,
And you decide you want to play in the Olympics for the shithole country. Now, it's one thing, Ace, if there's a lot of players who won't make the American team and they'll play for the shithole team.
right.
But you know what I mean? In
They're
this
good
case, he
players.
could make it. Yeah. Yeah. He's one of the best players in the league.
Yeah, well,
Fundamentally, I feel like it's selling out. I mean, it seems okay because he's copper colored. He's, African. I'm copper color. I'm
yeah,
so-called African American. Seems like it should be bam, bam. Nobody should talk about this and nobody cares. But
yeah,
I'm saying if I was born over there where he's from, I'd feel some type of way.
yeah. I mean, I don't understand not playing. Even if you became a U.S. citizen, I would still want to
Yeah.
do citizenship and play for my native country.
You wouldn't even need dual citizenship. I think you could still play for your other team. You know what I'm saying? I think
Yeah,
they'd let you do that.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't. Yeah,
I understand.
I don't think America would have filed a protest like, "Hey, he's a United States citizen. He should be on our team." You know what
Right.
I mean?
Yeah, but we got enough players here in the U.S.
That's what I'm saying. What if what's his name? The big guy
Women,
for Denver. Yeah, even Wemby. Yeah, these guys become United States citizens and they play for the United States. It's disingenuous. It's not. It's not what the Olympics should be about.
right, right. I think yeah, and especially since they're professional players, and yeah, they should go back and play for their home country. But to become a citizen and not play for your home country just because you want to try and win a gold medal is
Come on,
such.
it can't mean the same to him when he stands up there and they play the American flag.
Yeah,
I mean, but that song or whatever, he's not gonna kneel.
no,
You know, he doesn't. He's not processing the same thing those other copper colors may be processing when they're standing up there on the podium. He's not
yeah.
processing the same. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying. So
Well,
I don't know.
he's probably thinking, well, shit, LeBron's 50 years old and he's playing. Damn it, I could play for the U.S. too.
Yeah, but LeBron was born in Akron,
Okay, he got a
allegedly.
gold medal already.
Yeah, I believe so.
You got two of them.
Kobe saved his ass.
Kobe
That team
gave
was going. Yeah, him and D Wade were having a little party, a little fest, and playing around, and then Kobe
feather
came
fest
in.
running around throwing alley oops and
Yeah,
about to lose the damn.
uh-huh. And
Yeah,
they had Kobe to the team, and he came in there practicing early in the morning, and they coming in from the club, and Kobe out there working on this game. Yeah, stupid.
Kobe didn't go out last night.
Right.
Kobe, Kobe, Kobe practicing.
He was challenging us in practice.
Man, he already good. Why do you need to keep practicing?
We don't even right. We don't even challenge each other in games.
Mm-mm. So
How
yeah,
fan? Go ahead.
I'm offended by him playing at this age, taking the Olympic spot away from.
From his son,
Yeah, well, not from,
potentially.
allegedly, from from another player that can probably give a little bit more flavor, youth to the team, and build upon playing on the next Olympic team and the next Olympic team that's in their 20s, as opposed to him being 47, 53 years old, going out there taking somebody's spot and not really wanting to be there. He's
No,
just,
I agree. The only old one I would have taken is Steph Curry. Like Durant should sit down. He's not even available to play because he's old.
yeah.
Kawhi finally sat down. Like,
Yeah.
so to your point, yeah. I mean, come on, man. Like, I bet you if you had the Ja Morants out there, they'd be dunking on these
Oh,
guys. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, let Anthony Edwards and John Morant run around out there together.
Yeah. But they're mad at Ja Morant. You know what I mean? And Kyrie's not even on the team because he sat there and tried to tell the people who they are
Yeah,
subliminally
yeah.
and,
Well,
and tried to tell other people who they're not.
he tried to tell him to watch the movie.
Yeah.
That was,
Subliminally.
he was like, go to Shaq's theater and watch this movie and tell me what you think.
He should have said his account got hacked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
You can always use that.
Yeah.
Those shenanigans.
Yeah.
But
Ah,
I just don't like the fact that you've been an Olympian so many times, and here you are running up on 75, and you still want to be in the Olympics. And the Olympics are going on, so they got to build a team, and they got to build a team with younger players and younger players getting Olympic experience, and they can't do it because you want to run around and sell some new LeBrons or
yeah. What you're saying is you should have, since they have this new Olympic thing where it's a team and they want the continuity.
yeah.
You should have been passing the quote Olympic torch to
Yeah, yeah.
the generation behind you and made that transition by now.
Yeah, you could have been a assist, quote unquote coach, player coach, or whatever the hell that you
No,
weren't
you could have
playing.
stayed your ass at home with your family and gave your son Bronny the spot.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, Bronny
Yeah, I
was.
mean, they could have put Bronny in there. He's young. They could. What I'm saying is, he could have been part of the Olympic. No, the program. A practice body. It helps Bronny develop. And then those. No, all right, this guy's got something against Bronny.
I
Let's
don't
move
have
on.
anything against Bronny, but if Shaq didn't make it to the damn
Oh, that
Olympic
was
team,
racist.
to the dream team, damn it, then Bronny
There's no way you'd have taken Shaq at that time over Drop Dead Gorgeous.
Are you kidding me?
Christian Laettner.
There's no way I'd have had
Laettner was he was voted by the white media, by the pink media, the player of the year like 3 of those seasons. What do you say?
I don't give a damn.
He's the greatest college basketball ever, allegedly.
Allegedly. Where's he at now? But I would have had Shaq on that team.
All right.
I'd let him do the humpty dance or whatever the hell he did on the ramp.
Hunky dance, the dance, do the hunk.
Do the
Tell me, baby. Do the hunky
tear
hunk.
down rims all over the damn world with
Do the hunky
Michael
hunk.
Jordan if he wanted to. But there's no way I'd have put Christian Laettner on that damn team.
Oh,
I think I said
Laettner.
it back then.
Ah, Laettner. All right, let's move on.
All right.
NFC. We'll go to the NFL. All right, we're going to do our NFC breakdown next week. We won't have time. Caleb and Rome signed. You weren't concerned about it.
No, I knew it was all like an assassination. Oh, you can't say that. It was all, it was all staged. It was going to get done.
Okay. It was clicks.
Yeah, clickbait. I mean, they're on Hard Knocks. So if you want some views on Hard Knocks, it's
gotta have some drama.
Yeah, you gotta have some drama. Will they sign?
Yeah.
Will this happen before training camp?
Yeah.
They won't be able to practice if they don't sign.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, there's nothing to talk about until 12 days when that first preseason game goes. And speaking of that, your boy Flus, he's up to the same shenanigans. He wants to give him okay, so what he said is, I'm going to give him like 40 to 55 plays in the whole preseason. And, he's like, just like Justin. And then he was like, but, and then he later said at the end that was based on, depending on how our line is doing. So our line was hurt last preseason. Yeah. And that's why you said Justin only had those 40, 55 plays. Now the line, you're assuming they're going to be healthy, and you're still saying that you're going to give this guy the same number of plays that you gave Justin last year, and you were claiming it was just based upon the line being hurt. So I'm confused, Flus.
Yeah. I mean, he's just out there bantering about and, got a feather up his bum while he's talking about this. This guy's a rookie. He needs as many reps and he needs to get as many plays on film as he can against other teams as opposed to Chicago Bear defense. So if you want to send him on the side, we know what Tyson Bagent can do. We don't know what the other
Bagent.
Bagent. Oh, he's a stud. They say he's been working out. He's
ready.
Yeah. He's not going to play. We got a damn number 1 draft pick. We got rid of our damn quarterback for this number 1 draft pick. Get this guy out there so he can learn a damn new playbook.
Now when I predicted there was going to be Bagent, Justin Fields quarterback controversy last year, people said I was a meathead. And I'm going to sit here and tell you right now, there's going to be Bagent halter top controversy too.
No.
You don't know those meatballs in your town like I do. Those meatballs are going to wait for the first bad game, and they're going to start talking about, let's see what Bagent looks like with that talent around him, bro.
No. Those meatballs clamored to get rid of Justin, and they wanted halter top here by any means necessary. And they got him here. And now, damn it, if y'all don't ride the bandwagon with halter top till the wheels fall off, I don't want to hear none of that crap about giving Bilbo a chance to go out there and stink it up just because we got some weapons now.
It was the overplay for the underlay. I said it. They don't want a copper-colored person at the helm in the great city that I love of Chicago. They just don't want it.
Come on, I don't believe
they didn't want Obama as president. It's just it was a lesser of the evils, the same way we have to vote in every election. Yeah. So if they had to choose between Justin Fields, who's not standing back there like he's pink, standing in that pocket with nobody blocking for him and taking those hits, throwing that ball out of bounds instead of trying to make a play, and then
they said they fixed all that.
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, Justin, the camp starter, he keeps reiterating, and he's learning a lot from Russell and from Pittsburgh. He said things are a lot clearer as to what they're doing and why.
They got structure.
Yeah. The rookie offensive coordinator who we had last year, there's complaints by the quarterbacks there that nobody knows what he's talking about. His system makes no sense. Getsy.
Where's Getsy? Yeah. He's in
Vegas. Yeah. The copper-colored coach went out and hired Getsy. I thought it was a play to get Justin, but
you would think he would have went out and got somebody more aligned with his system or his style of play, but I don't know.
Somebody who knows what they're doing.
Yeah, we know Getsy has no idea what he's doing.
No,
especially as a inexperienced head coach, you think you want to go out and get an experienced offensive coordinator.
Yes.
Yeah.
Getsy at this level is an assistant offensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. His game time coordination, like he should work with, like, say, a guy like Andy Reid, who's already got an offensive mind and a game day mind and, that kind of thing. He shouldn't be out there on his own working with a defensive minded head coach.
He needs to be with a Hall of Fame quarterback is what he needs.
Yeah. Or an offensive minded head coach who can ask him, what the hell are you talking about? And what the hell is this bullshit?
Yeah,
and that's not Aaron Rodgers out there.
Yeah, we're going to scrap that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's they can always get another job. it's the black guys that have a problem finding that next position. Whether it's they go to head coach, they can't even become a coordinator again because they got a cooling down period of 3 or 4 years before they can coach again. It's unbelievable.
So you got any news breaking out of camp since it's recently started that I may not be privy to out here on the left coast? Bears.
We got a little banter from our newest Hall of Famer, Keenan Allen. He gave the rookie wide receiver his praises first couple of days of camp, saying he's better than me when I first got here. He's a little more polished, when I got here. So,
Well, they said Rome, bro. He's like me as far as the way I prepared. Because and I think his preparation is due to some people don't have the same. I'm not saying he doesn't have the ability to recall. It's just people process information differently.
Yeah.
So what he does, he literally visualizes, and he has his mom calling the sets and calling the plays, and he doesn't just go through it in his mind. He'll line up and run. Yeah. So that way, when you get out there and you're in that huddle, and you're not turn around asking people what to do every play.
Yeah, well, I was in New Orleans at the Sugar Bowl, and that guy was unstoppable. So I know what he can do.
Sugar Bowl, that should be a misgender fest. I'd tie the Sugar Bowl in with what you call that? Pride. They had the Pride Bowl, shouldn't they? Sugar.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming. Don't you?
Pardon the pun. All right. All right. We're gonna go over a quote here.
All right.
I feel more continuity this year. There's more explanation behind what we're doing instead of like last year, where some things were gray in some areas. Now we're really hammering out the small details. And I feel like half the stuff is because we retained offensive line coach Chris Morgan. And that's from Tevin Jenkins via Fox Sports. What's your thoughts on that commentary?
Well, I mean, I think it's a direct pointing of the finger at the guy you were just previously talking about, Getsy, who really couldn't coordinate an offense.
But he's got a job.
Yeah, well,
you can't blame Getsy if he got a job and Justin Fields doesn't.
No, Justin's got a job. He just doesn't have
a starting job. I'm just saying that's how this is being set up. That's how it's been orchestrated.
Yeah, I mean, anybody in football, anybody watching football, anybody holding a Subway sandwich, anybody drinking a cold beer could see that the Bears offense had no identity and no idea what they were doing out there in certain games when you're coming out throwing 10 screen passes in a row. So they had no identity. They had no.
Now in Getsy's defense, he was handcuffed by the same lack of talent that Justin J. Fields was handcuffed with.
Okay.
JF1. In his defense. I'm saying, Ace, you're all high and mighty because you have the pleasure and privilege of managing, a talent factory. Pickups to, Jackie Robinson West and all of the copper-colored families out there that make that happen.
Yeah.
You got a talent pool, you know what I'm saying? And you come out there and you can call anything and get to the championship. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but these come on, man. This guy, no. I'm not going for that. You got a quarterback, a super mobile quarterback. There's no, you want to run some screen passes. Yeah, but you got to get that ball over the middle of the field. Yeah, you got to get the damn fullback out. You got talent.
And you can't send your rookie running back who's known to be a horrible blocker. Now he's got to chip the best, not chip. You leave him, you design a play where he's somehow one-on-one with the fucking best defensive end in the league.
Yeah. Who drew that play up?
Who watched that in practice, Flus, as a defensive coordinator and said, even as a defensive coach, you should be like, hey, hold it. My guy will blow that guy up every time. I'm telling you, I want to win, but we're one team, and we can't call that in a real football game, and it's definitely against that team.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
He'd be a Hall of Fame end, and I'm going to send this bum over here one-on-one to block him.
This guy can't block anybody, let alone the best defensive end in football. Yeah.
And the play would have went for a touchdown, but that guy blew the block. Just, and then they're blaming Justin somehow.
Oh, yeah, he can't process. He can't see what's going on out there.
Yeah. He should have thrown it away. He should have this and that. He should have blocked the armchair quarterback.
Yeah. There's no way he shouldn't have completed that pass. I don't understand what's going on out there.
Yeah, you don't understand what's going on. Exactly.
We got the number one pick. Let's get rid of him and get this other guy in here.
Well, when somebody tells you they don't understand what's going on, just agree with them. You don't. Now, how fans impact player performance. Did you have anything else on the league, though, or camp, anything you want to talk about? Because the NFL, we missed last week.
He was out there throwing the ball to Dante Pettis and some of them other bums that were running around out there for the
bums.
And you're telling me now that they got all kind of talent on the Bears. They got rid of all of those bums. Or those bums are vying for a roster spot. Now you're telling me, they're going to win 8 games instead of 7.
Correct. And some are even accepting 7. And Justin would have willed us. He would have willed us to at least 9 wins this season.
Oh, yeah.
At least. But I'm looking at 10 at least. Justin would have willed us to 10 victories this season.
Yeah, running around out there with Rome Odunze or Marvin Harrison and a plethora of draft picks next year and Josh. Come on, man.
And guess what they're not doing, Ace?
Yeah.
Because this guy has been and I wouldn't draft these players.
Mm-hmm.
They've never been under center in college. I'm not taking you in the pros and I got to teach you how to get under center. Yeah. Now, I don't care how good they are. Now, here's the thing. Justin was like that too. But guess what the Bears are doing? They're actually taking the time. This offensive coordinator, I've seen footage.
Mm-hmm.
They have people snapping the ball to this kid under center. In other words, he's not scrapping his playbook because this guy's more comfortable. So that's why Justin was in shotgun all the time. Remember, we used to be sitting there like, why are we in shotgun? Well, he ain't do. That's your fucking job. He's been in 3 years. He can't take the ball under center.
Yeah, we need 1 yard.
Right.
We need 1.5 yards. Why the hell is he taking the ball out of shotgun and we're going to try and make 9 yards when we only need 1? Yeah.
Where's the fullback?
Yeah, the fullback's on the bench there over there. We can't put the plays together where we use the fullback and the tight end at the same time. We can't figure that out.
And we're gonna have our worst blocking tight end in on these running plays, and then we're gonna have the best blocking tight end on these pass plays because we're gonna outsmart everybody and be the smartest guy in the room.
We're smarter than them
by doing dumb shit.
There is banter that they're going to be neck and neck for Rookie of the Year. This Jaden Daniels kid and
that was Booger Mac. That was Booger Mac's quote.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people saying that, bro.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? Yeah. They got some talent in DC, and they got Magic and and his son.
Well, Diesel's proposition.
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense. And what I'm saying is this. No, he wasn't saying keep Justin. So
we know that.
We could have kept Justin, traded down, sent Caleb to his hometown of DC, which is where he rightfully should be with his halter top and that kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's where he's from. And then we could have got Jaden Daniels and not rushed his development. Mm-hmm. You could have done him like Jordan Love, sat him behind JF1 for them 2 seasons. And if JF1 panned out and showed you he was going to be the best QB in Bears history, we have an asset right here that we can move. Or we move off JF1 at that time. We'd had Jaden Daniels and still would have had assets, bro. Still would have had assets and wouldn't have had to give up a 6th-round pick. What do you say to that?
Yeah, come on. We've seen and we recognize now that JF1 was not Pookie Pole's guy, and he wanted to reset the quarterback salary cap. He just wanted to reset everything and get Justin out of here, and
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what he did.
And Flus too.
Yeah.
They've said more great things about Caleb than they said about Justin the whole time they were here.
They never believed in Justin, apparently.
Remember, I used to be saying, why don't they be pushing back on some of this media narrative and like, no, he's not holding the ball. No, they did none of that.
Yeah, give him a vote of confidence.
Yeah.
Even the the midseason talk, I think in the Washington games, a nationally televised game where they talking about the Bears should be looking to trade Justin, and he's only got a couple games to prove he's been prove
Nobody pushed back.
No.
That's one thing, you might not have liked, well, we don't know what was in Mike Dicker's heart, but Dicker didn't take that shit from the media, bro.
No, son of a bitch. What do you know?
Right. Y'all don't know shit about football.
Zero. Yeah. You and your mother. Zero.
Yeah. Same thing. Bill Belichick didn't take that either, bro.
Yeah.
Phil Jackson.
No.
Steve Kerr.
This is our team. It's us against the world.
Yeah.
Either you believe that or you don't.
Come on, Ace. Even if you got a kid you're moving off of.
Yeah.
And I know it's different with kids. They're not adults. But I'm just saying, coaching. Yeah. You're going to move off this kid. And people are blaming this kid in the media that covers y'all. You're going to come out in that kid's defense. Like, wait, there was a whole lot more that happened in this game than that. And no, this kid is busting his ass. Even if that's what you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, stop piling on this kid.
Yeah, he's giving his heart for this organization, this team. For we don't know what's in Virginia McCaskey's heart, but George McCaskey's heart, but he's doing the best he can as a Chicago Bear. And the city of Chicago.
And as of now, we have every intention of extending him.
Yeah.
Until he's not our.
That's all you need to know.
That's it.
But what about no comment?
That's it.
Yeah.
And had the players on that same thing when they started trying to run their media narrative. They started it up already, bro. They Flus and them and gotten a little smarter.
Yeah. And then when you get to the end of the season, trade the shit out of them if you want.
Trade them.
But don't
let people pile on
them all year.
Yeah.
Think that trade value.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
And I think it was Wiederman out at the Hallis Hall press conference.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked Poles, how many games? Poles was doing the press conference with the Flus sitting next to him. And he said, he asked the question to Poles.
All right.
How many wins would you consider as a success this year? Trying to box him in this season.
This season. Okay.
Oh, here comes Flus. I'll take that. Now, if I'm Wiederman, no, you won't. You know what I'm saying? No, you won't. You know what I'm saying? This is for Poles. This is for the GM. But Flus knew he didn't want to be put in that box because they know how Chicago media is. If Poles would have said, look, we won 7 games last year. I won progress, so 9 games is what we're looking at for a successful season. And Flus came back at 6, he'd have been fired. And the media would have been on his ass.
Yeah, this might get fired any damn way. If they don't make it to the playoffs, I think, I mean, it depends on how the defense is playing.
Playoffs.
It's a lot of factors into whether this guy can come back next year. I think he's a good coordinator. He's a good D coordinator, and that's about it. But it takes a lot to run an entire football organization. And if your coach is running the defense and hands off on the offense and really has no idea what to do with special teams, that's not a head coach. That's a defensive coordinator. And I think he's a damn defensive coordinator.
And he's not a leader of men. Why has Justin Fields said more positive things about his head coach now than anyone in the Bears uniform has said about Flus? What I'm saying is certain natural things, bro. Like when you're an athlete, you have a great coach, right? You give it up to, and you give it up for it. Yeah. Hey, man, we got a great coach, man. Big ups to the coach, blah, blah, blah. This guy's we love him. I don't hear, I heard a little bit, but I don't hear all that glaring support for Flus either from the players, bro.
Is he a lame duck?
I think maybe they think he's a lame duck.
Yeah.
And that's a problem.
Yeah. I mean, you don't attach your horse to a wagon with 3 wheels. So
correct.
So I think, they're holding back. especially with all the new players that we got and new talent. They really don't have any allegiance to Flus, just like Flus and Pookie had no allegiance to Justin. So it's
Yeah,
politics.
and that's why they're not backing him up.
Yeah,
You know, Poles should be saying the same thing. I
yeah,
got confidence, my man, or he wouldn't be here.
no,
Removing the lame duck status from him so that the players can, to your point, you know what I'm saying? He shouldn't be dangling as a lame duck. Same thing when Poles came out there and said, I didn't want, Poles, JF1 dangling.
yeah.
He's doing the same thing to Flus. It's unprofessional, bro.
Well, I mean, I think he's looking for a certain benchmark out of Flus to extend him.
It's the same shit he did with JF1. Look, either you know it or you don't. Now maybe he's hoping that this offensive coordinator works out, and like you said,
Yeah,
if he don't hit a benchmark, he can fire him, and then we have a smooth transition with this
right.
OC becoming the head coach.
Yeah, yeah. I just I don't think he has much confidence in Flus, and that's why they brought in this experienced coordinator, and they're leaning on the coordinator being the safety net for the Chicago Bears. We can always
Mm-hmm.
you keep stacking talent on defense. We can always go out there and get a D coordinator is what they feel, but offense, and especially with a number one quarterback and all these weapons
Mm-hmm.
you got, you need the continuity of the offense being the same for a number of years and
Mm-hmm.
developing, where you can bring in a defensive coordinator, even with a different style or a different form of aggression as a defense coordinator, and they can go to another level while your offense is still learning these plays,
Mm-hmm.
and you got this rookie quarterback trying to mature. You got this rookie star wide receiver. You're probably looking at Keenan Allen being gone next year,
Mm-hmm.
especially
Oh, he's gone next year. So there's no especially. He's gone.
if Rome was.
He's gone. He's a 1 year thing. He's gone. Ain't nobody got time for this shit.
You don't think the Bears are going to pay him $20 million next year?
Hell no. No.
He's
Rome
going
about
to
to
the Hall of
Rome.
Fame. Come on,
Okay,
man.
that's fine. I love him, bro. Rome about to go crazy, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. He's LeBron James in the Olympics. You know, I mean,
Yeah,
that's fine, right? He did all that. He ain't did it for the Bears.
yeah,
And
yeah.
if he did all that for the Bears, he'd be gone next year, fucking around with Poles.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because it's the Bears culture now.
Yeah,
you got to be
flexible.
between 23 and 27, and you in your 30s, man. You shit. You better win a championship this year, basically.
And then one thing Flu said, bro, was things are a lot easier because we got a good mix of veteran leadership and players who've been here. And I know that it's not their job to say, yeah, but what I'm saying about the media is disingenuous because they won't say that that's the same shit that Justin was dealing with, man. He had all those young motherfuckers and they telling them, just stay here, we're getting better, you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
they're not acknowledging that.
but they knew they were going to get rid of him, and
Then just get rid of them.
they knew they weren't going to
Then get rid of them when you
pay
get
for
them.
talent. They knew they were going to get as many 1 year contracts and guys they pulling out the scrap heap and undrafted free agents they can get. So they got into a great draft position. And they got in a great draft position, and then they got rid of Justin because they knew they weren't going to keep him when everything started working, everything started clicking, everything got good, everything got
Yeah.
great. They knew
Yeah.
they
And then
didn't want
he got hurt, and then they left him out that extra game because he was about to go crazy against the Panthers.
he's gonna kill the Panthers.
Yeah, he's about to have another one of them, Justin games where he 130 rating and
Yeah,
shit.
but that didn't fit the narrative, and so it didn't fit the narrative. Let's get rid of. Let's do what. Let's keep Bilbo out there for another week. We know he can beat this team. This team sucks. Anybody could beat him. With the defense we got, and that's what happened. It was a bad game, but Justin would have went crazy on that team, and it's
Now
just
Ryan Poles is not Bo Jackson. Oh, let me say that again.
uh-huh,
And I'm not gonna down the man,
uh-huh,
but I heard him talking in that press conference, and he was bragging about how he showed up to the Cooperstown, I think it was the World Series of Baseball. And he was like, yeah, we got some good kids in this area. We had a lot of teams representing. You know, and I was thinking to myself, this area, oh, he went and supported those white kids. And I bet you've never seen him at a Jackie Robinson event. Uh, but maybe reach out to him, inbox his ass, because it seems like he might do it. But my point is,
Yeah.
bro, yeah, he might. But my point is, bro, you know, he, he's not Bo Jackson right now. I think he's a little disillusioned, like how a lot of people come to Chicago, they get disillusioned with those pink people, and they don't really know the level of the racism.
Hmm. Well, I mean, it's been a political culture change with the downing or the resignation of the Daley family from the blueprint that Big Rich and his young son had, even though he didn't have as much sense and talent that Old Man Daley had, but he had the blueprint from Old Man Daley of how to stay in office, how to get that money, and then how to get out of there, whenever you wanted to.
Yeah, but he's in that bougie county. What's that county where Highland Park is? Not Will County, the other one, next
Oh,
to Cook.
Lake County.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he said stuff like this, Ace. He was saying, I'm really excited about how excited the fans are, and the fans are coming up to me about how excited they are for the season. And
Mm.
I'm excited to an extent, but I tell you what, bro, I'm not as excited as I was like last year. Like I'm not. I mean, I expect it to be a better season, but what I'm saying is the people walking up to him, talking about good job getting rid of JF1 are probably, we don't know what's in their heart, but they're probably racist,
They're definitely racist, allegedly.
in your opinion.
Yeah. But yeah, to that point, yeah, bring back the honey bears or something. I know they're waiting on Virginia to kick the bucket before they do, but
Virginia.
yeah, they. I've been to other stadiums and I'm not advocating for this, but they got pride going on with the cheerleaders, and just bring some of the honey bears back, and whatever you got to mix in to make everybody happy, do whatever. That was the last time we won, and damn it, if that's the formula for us getting to the Super Bowl and winning, damn it, let's do it.
That'd be a good look. I say you should get them prepared this year
Mm-hmm.
and break them out next season.
Yeah,
Probably be more likely to be pushing towards, you know what I mean, a serious push.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, come on, man. There's every team in every sport, I believe, damn near has spirit spirit ambassadors that they call cheerleaders, and I think the Bears need to bring back the hunt. It's going to be the 40th.
The Bears can't afford that.
Yeah, man, they're
Come
paying
on, they didn't even want to pay
$25 a
Justin.
game. They're
The
paying
fans, your fan base, didn't even want Justin to get his money.
$25
They got to,
a game.
they didn't want Justin to get his money. The
You're
black
looking at
fans.
the 40, well, they're ignorant. Ignorant. But you're looking at 40 years that the Honey Bears have been gone.
Yeah, yeah,
And what have we won in 40 years?
that's right.
That's right.
I see your point. It was probably a little extra motivation for some of those guys on the field. You know what I mean? Because I remember what's his name, Lonzo Verge. Big ups to him.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, I played a tournament at Thorn Ridge.
Uh,
He was there, and I saw him on the bus. He had his head broke off to the right,
yeah.
and then I see him years later. He's wearing a Sigma shirt, running around U of I campus. I think he went to Western, and he got his head broke off to the left, and he hanging around with the guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is an interesting motherfucker. Yeah, that motherfucker actually threw up the rakes at us too when we walked in.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah, when we were in high school. Yeah, but he's cool.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Verge, bro, we small, and Verge, bro, man, this dude, bro, when we go hoop, Ace, it could be a 85-year-old female crackhead
Uh-huh. Allegedly.
sitting on courtside watching us play. And that motherfucker would go crazy. He literally said he only plays great if there's a woman watching.
Wow.
I know.
Was he related to Kells?
I don't know, but he was an interesting cat. I don't think he had it all, but man, he had an NBA game, boy. If that boy would have had somebody around him and had some structure.
Yeah. So the females were his motivation
Yeah.
to succeed in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's an easy fix as a coach. So to
Yeah.
your point, the honey bear factor. And we're
Yeah,
talking about fans, impact. We're getting there later. But to
yeah,
your point, maybe that's a factor for some of those guys out there.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Impressing some honey bear.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, some of them had to be smashing some of that. Come on.
Yeah. Or at least trying to impress
Wilson,
them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wilbur
Yeah.
Marshall, some of those Dave Dewis and some of those drop dead gorgeous
Because rest in peace, Dave Dorsey.
yeah
Great man. Yeah.
bears. Copper coated bears where even the Fensics and the Doug Planks out there was smashing some of the honey bears. So
If
yeah,
Dorson was adapted, I've never met another copper colored named Dorson.
yeah,
I wonder if he was some sort of foster program, but adapted by the Drop Dead Gorgeous, raised up around the pinks. I'm gonna have to investigate that.
yeah. No, I've never met one
No,
myself
another
either.
Dorson.
I've never even seen that, and I've been
I was
working.
gonna say, not even with a pink person. Right.
Yeah,
Me too. Been working
I've
looking
been
at
working for
names.
the man for a number of years.
Yeah, I gotta research this name and shit. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Right?
going to
I
get
ain't even heard a white guy like, yeah, this is Jack Dorson. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. One of those made up names.
It's cold too, Dave Dorson.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? It flows.
Double
Sounds
D.
like he's pink. Yeah. I
They
think
gonna call him Double D.
yeah, sounds like a superhero name. All right. How fans impact player performance? Let's shoot through the speed round, bro.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Remember, I'm gonna get 30 seconds each for each topic. So Aaron's queuing you up. All right. The first one, Caleb's mural. So some artist has painted, his name was Spilt Milk or Spoiled Milk or something. Chicago artist has immortalized Halter Top with a mural.
Was it in Boys Town, North Side? Where's this?
This is pre-camp. Not so sure where it's at, but here you go. You got 30 seconds.
Well, you're looking at the number one draft pick for the Chicago Bears. I mean, it would behoove yourself as an artist, maybe not for art's sake or just for your fame's sake, to immortalize the number one draft pick for the number one team in the city of Chicago. So if you to make a mural and put it in Boys Town on the north side or the south side or west side or Lake Forest, I think it's a great move for that particular artist. Not just it's a move for the artist more than Halter Top.
All right. Well, I don't have too much to add to that, except I think it's a bit premature. But hey, he can do what he wants. He's an artist, and so
that's what art is about.
Somebody didn't paint no. They didn't paint no mural when Michael Jordan was. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they consider Jordan an asshole, so they weren't painting mural. I mean, he was a Black Jesus, but they were everybody wanted Jordan on them. They didn't want to paint no damn murals. They wanted Jordan t-shirt, shoes.
Black Jesus is an oxymoron. The only time you should put a color on something is when you say pink Jesus. You know what I mean?
Whatever they used to call him.
Yeah. There is no black, Jesus is black, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
The Madonna.
All right. Next topic, I'm going to start it out.
It's Black Madonna. It was
exactly.
One Madonna. Yeah.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. Some bullshit that they do that.
Yeah.
All right. 24.
You colors.
The 2024 Olympic team
versus
the Dream Team. I'm starting 30 seconds.
Ass rapage and
the Dream Team could not hold. The 24 team could not hold the Dream Team jockstrap. No. And anyone who feels as though this team could be in the same gym with this other team is delusional and should be taken off of the streets immediately. You're a danger to society.
Yeah.
Hold on. Queuing you up.
All
right. There we go. 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Well, my thoughts. I tried to steal on this earlier about a 75-year-old LeBron James playing on this team, and now you're comparing this team to a team that had Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley and Larry Bird and Hakeem the Dream and so on and so forth. You got to be out of your cotton picking mind Can you say cotton picking on YouTube? Uh, Cotton picking mind to think that team has chance, comparison, or ability to compete with the dream team. And any meatball that will come out and say some crap like that, go. I guess you can't say that either. Go. Stop yourself.
All
I'll
right.
leave it at that.
All right. Great job. You starting this one off as um, Biden competency. We were going to talk about this last week, but then he's apparently stepped down today, so we're still going to cover it. You start, as a voter, Biden's competency. 30 seconds. Let's go.
Biden's competency and the other old fart that's running for president of the United States competency. It shouldn't be a question. They both should step aside and let somebody that can run the country, besides having a name and a slogan and a hashtag, they should let them do it. And maybe we can progress and come together as a country. Nobody's they're talking about the separation, but it's all still racism, and here we are in 2024, 25, still dealing with the racism that's wrapped around the United States of your America.
All righty. Well done. All right, I'm going to take that. And this is 30 seconds. And what are we talking about? Oh, competency.
Competency with
Competency. With Biden, huh?
we don't know what's in his heart.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Can't think of this guy's name. But he's a Democratic shill, former comedian. They run him out there. He's got like little locks. You know what I'm talking about? Pro-Democrat. Anyway, he came out there and shielded up and went on a rant about how everybody should vote for Biden and how Biden's competent. They sent him out there like a dutiful little slave and had him toe the line and try to tell our people to vote for a man who's not even in his right mind, and justified it. And then 2 days later, the man steps down. How the fuck do you feel now, stupid?
Ding.
I mean, don't
come and pander to the American public just to be
to get your check. You lying to black people. You lying to black people is what you doing, man. That's what you're doing.
He was copper coated.
Yeah. What was his name? Everybody loves him. He had a show on ABC, his little talk show, national talk show.
Michael Strahan.
So
ABC.
Comedian.
Anthony Anderson.
No, with ABC. They always run him out as a pundit on MSNBC.
Yeah, I don't watch none of that crap.
Come on, bro. You know this guy's name.
Lemon. That's the hope.
Not Jimmy Kimmel.
He's the Shuttleworth.
Man, he don't have a mustache.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Lost me there.
Yeah, he's black. He's got the little starter locks. Had starter locks for
years.
Hughley? Yes, that's him. D.L. Hughley. They ran him out there, and he went up because they asked him about because one of the pink actors was saying this guy's got to step down. I've been saying he's got to step down since before the previous election because I knew this shit was going to happen. If you guys think he just became delirious when the debate started, you're fucking dumb.
He was delirious.
Right? So this shit, it was at least
the first time he got elected.
So he's been the president delirious for this fucking long, and everybody ignored it. That's fine. And you want me to keep voting for it. Now that the white man has said he's delirious, now the white man is okay for me to vote for somebody else. And that's just personally not how I move. Now, I'm interested in seeing what D.L. Hughley came out there and professed that the man was not out of his mind and was saying things like, do you think if he was out of his mind, he would be running the country and blah, blah. D.L., are you looking at the same shit I'm looking at?
He doesn't run the country. He's just the president. I mean, come on, man.
He lost respect for me as a spokesperson for black people because at that point, this guy's just seeing dollar signs.
He is a comedian. Was he cracking jokes?
He said,
Is he roasting him?
no, but
Oh,
I mean, he was saying that Biden's policies are the best. Fine. It seems like a I don't think people know how politics works.
no.
So, okay, if we have this party and we're voting for this party,
Yeah.
then the next person that comes up, they don't have to just knock down all Biden's programs. That's what the other party would do, stupid. So
Yeah.
to say, nobody can do this like Biden and keep this Biden agenda going, the next person, you make that important for the next person who they put up there to represent the Democrats in the election. You make that a priority as you're deciding on who's going to replace them. Dummy.
He's saying that the program with this pink man is what we need to defeat the other pink man, and once you put this pink man in, everything will be okay. It's not
But
okay now.
people, rational thinking, logical people will not vote a man with dementia for president.
Right.
You wouldn't vote that person for president of your homeowners association.
Not even a damn PTA or the damn block club. I
You
mean,
don't care what color he is,
yeah,
unless you had the control of him,
yeah,
meaning you were the party or his bosses or you were his wife.
yeah. But you know, you gonna vote for Crazy Joe to take care of take care of the block club? No, Joe crazy. Man.
He crazy dementia.
Yeah,
You hear what he's saying to those little girls? And he's been doing that for years. Oh,
yeah,
you're looking pretty. You growing up. Joe Biden.
yeah,
Looking at little white girls at the rallies in skirts and talking about how cute they are and shit. He should have been put the pasture in.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But you know, he was omnipotent president. You know, I
He
mean,
only went. He the only one that could beat Trump. Fuck out of here.
I mean, come on, man.
Biden ain't winning. The voters are winning.
Right, this guy's got 34 felonies, and he's running for president. Nobody's even mentioning that crap.
Man, you need somebody who can stand up to Trump.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying, and
yeah,
not be a pussy. You know.
yeah. Unfortunately, it's not a Crazy Joe.
But they got to start talking about the American people, though, bro. They can't keep coming out here with this shit talking about Ukraine, Kazakhstan, what's going over in Israel. That's all the fucking Democrats talk about. They can
Yeah,
talk about America. They
yeah,
can talk about America.
yeah. But they don't want to talk about America because then they'd have to talk about all their own failures, and thusly, they want to talk about the foreign countries, and I don't even want to talk about all this money that they send into these damn countries, all these wars they got going that the U.S. is financing. I mean, a rational person,
Uh-huh.
would listen to the lies that
Mm-hmm.
the orange guy is coming out with. Like,
Mm-hmm.
man, these idiots are financing wars over
Mm-hmm.
countries for no damn reason, and the American people are suffering. A rational person is going to listen to that.
Suffering.
It's true.
We got companies like BlackRock and outside entities and non-Americans buying single-family homes all over America and not renting them and not selling them and running the prices up. And all we got to do is charge them twice as much for these homes and put the extra money in the kitty to
Yeah,
help Americans get their education and help Americans get homes. How about
yeah,
that?
yeah. You can put that together easy.
Easy. People
Instead,
will vote for that.
you raise the interest rate and and the gas and the fuel prices and all of this for the people that's just trying to make it day to day
Yeah.
the kids and
Yeah. But these motherfuckers who printing money
yeah,
can buy 4 houses on your block
mm-hmm.
and
Right,
let them sit there.
yeah, yeah, Robert. They send somebody out there to cut the grass, but
Yeah.
that house that you got, yeah, it's worth $50,000 or $60,000 more. But if you sell it, you can't go to the next block or the next neighborhood and buy a house because it's twice the amount of money that the house
Correct.
you just sold is. You can't
Correct.
afford a house.
Listen, if you're not a US human being,
Mm-hmm.
the prices of housing in America, that's rent, that's education. I'm doing the same thing with education, Ace.
Mm-hmm.
It's harder for your children to compete because we're competing with children from all over the world who come here, suck up the education.
Yeah.
They make it harder to get accepted because there's a greater pool with the GPA. But your party, the Democrats, but they're brown. They're like us. Fuck them. I mean, and I mean that with all love. Fuck them.
I'm
They're
part of the
not
second
like us.
party.
They're not us. And they
Yeah.
come over here hating on us, Ace. They come over here hating on us.
Yeah, they got the institutionalize racism for no apparent no reason whatsoever.
Yeah.
We don't hate anybody. We're trying to make it here in the land of milk and honey, and you just come over and you just hate us because they told you should hate us for absolutely no damn reason because they hate us for no reason.
Yeah, man. Hey, until they start, trying to help the people, bro.
Yeah.
It's not enough for me to hear that these other guys are just racist.
Yeah.
But we're not going to do shit for the people.
Yeah.
The other party's saying we're not going to do shit for America.
Yeah. I mean, they're all racist.
How does student loan forgiveness put food on my plate? I don't have a fucking student loan.
Right.
But he doing that for black people.
No, it's not.
They said he's had the greatest agenda for black people in the history of presidents.
I haven't seen it.
Why aren't they talking about it?
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
I haven't seen it. All I know is
why isn't he giving me data? Trump's giving me data talking about these migrants, even if it's all lies. That motherfucker's up there with a whiteboard. That motherfucker's trying to give you data and shit. We don't do none of that shit.
I'm putting them all out. Just vote me in, put them all out. He's not going to do it, but he's going to do something.
Yeah, and Biden's the only person that could beat Trump. That'll tell you right there about the racism in America.
Right.
Because two racists.
Yeah.
Only a racist can beat a racist.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I talk to those pinks about it, bro, I tell them as far as I'm concerned, all y'all racist. You know what I mean? Until
you can't say that.
Oh yeah, I say it. I tell them I got data and I got everything.
Are we going to see this on Tuesday?
You can sit your stinky ass in there and try to convince me otherwise all you want. You know what I'm saying? But as far as I'm concerned, all you motherfuckers racist. That's my first assumption, bro.
Yeah,
so, when you tell me one motherfucker eulogized the Grand Wizard of the KKK when nobody else would do it, bro. Nobody else would, it was a senator. Nobody would eulogize this man, and he did it. And then got up there and talked about, if you ever look at the speech, bro, how he talked about how the Grand Wizard of the KKK, Senator Byrd, who was so evil for black people, and black people don't listen to this shit because we don't read, we don't listen, we don't think, we just fucking, it hurts my heart. His speech, in that speech, he said that the Grand Wizard was his mentor. He said that, yes, he wouldn't be where he is today. He said, yes, he was mentored. This man, Biden, is from Vermont. There aren't any copper people in Vermont. He went on a rant during desegregation, calling us rats, roaches, savages. Mm-hmm. And he went to crime bill and him and that racist Bill Clinton. Mm-hmm. He wants to talk about it. All we can do is call Republicans racist. But I'm black. I'm copper colored. I can call all the ass racist. I'm not a slave to this fucking party.
Yeah.
That racist ass Bill Clinton and him got together, and because Bill Clinton's from Arkansas. That's a racist ass place. We don't know what's in their heart, black people. Right?
Yeah.
His wife, Hillary Clinton, was once a racist Republican.
Yeah, she still is racist.
Her mom, and she's a Democrat, her dad was also a Grand Wizard of the KKK. I'm not making this up.
It's fact.
But that's our party that we vote for at 90%, and we let them tell us who the racists are.
Yeah.
Barack Obama, and I'll leave it at this.
He's a racist. Can he be a racist?
Obama never wanted Biden to be his vice president. And I know you remember that. He fought hard. That hurt his heart because he knew that man. He knew what was in Biden's heart.
Yeah.
So now me, after watching everybody get locked up in the 90s over bullshit charges, people getting harassed, me getting pulled over. I got people, my wife and women and people in this world telling me I got to go vote for this motherfucker because Donald Trump is a racist.
Yeah. Now, we know.
And I say, fuck you to the Democratic Party. But I'm finished with my rant. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, we know Trump's a racist, and we know Biden is a career racist. But yes, that was the mantra of the party. Like he's the next in line from Barry Obama in order to keep.
And remember, that was the only way Barry can win is if you put this racist on his ticket.
Yeah, because that's the only way we're going to fund him as a presidential candidate, even though we're not going to give him any power and allow him to do any damn
The
thing.
only way the moderate whites would vote for Barry Obama.
Yeah,
the Klan.
yeah, and then we're going to put our pride agenda in there with him, and let him run around for 8 years, and then we'll send him out to pasture.
So then, when it came time for Biden to run, our people said, "Oh yeah, vote for him. He was Obama's vice president." Don't y'all know they plan? Y'all don't y'all know that's the whole fucking plan? Now you're voting for a grand wizard of the fucking Ku Klux Klan, and Donald Trump's dad was also KKK.
Yeah, he was KKK.
But I can only not vote for Trump because he's a racist.
Yeah,
and I cannot, but I have to vote for Biden because I'm black.
He was Barry's friend.
And as a man, as a free, universal man, citizen of the universe, I can't do it.
I got you.
Glad he stepped in.
I got you.
Now let's get a damn candidate that I can vote for.
It's going to be
Kamala.
It's going to be Ish.
Is it going to be Kamala?
No.
Cory Booker?
Unless they want to hand it to the other races. But no.
I mean, that's the thing about him stepping down. Who you replace him with?
I think they're going to replace him with governor of Illinois.
Pritzker?
Yeah. I think they're going to do that.
Yeah, I know they was thinking about, I think the governor of Cali too, but he's a misgender and they feel like the Midwest ain't going to go for, they feel like the Midwest ain't going to go for the misgender from Cali.
They'll go with Pritzker because the family's rich. Yeah, they'll go with that.
Yeah. Well, all I say is the last 3 consecutive Illinois governors have been arrested for felonies as well. So wouldn't surprise me if he's a fucking fat criminal either. Now I'm just saying that just based off previous history. If I'm looking at the analytic data, that's all.
Yeah, he had no reason to steal. He's stolen enough.
Yeah.
Before he became governor. I mean, allegedly.
Yeah. But I'm saying I'm more likely to vote for him than I ever would have been to vote. I can tell you, they put Pritzker up. People ask me, I'm gonna vote for Pritzker. And now I can do that.
Yeah.
Bro, as a man, I could not do that for Biden.
No.
And you can go on TV and you can put all the fucking gay celebrities and they can say whatever the fuck they want to say. I'm looking at the data, I'm reading, I'm looking at who their parents were, I'm looking at who raised these people. This is what I'm looking at. And when I tell you they're both just as racist as the other one, and so we only care about the racist people who will come up to you and say, "Hey, nigga."
Yeah.
That's the only one that matter. That's the only one that matter to black people.
Yeah. Not the ones that's going home and saying it in the boardroom or keeping you from getting your promotion or
locking your ass, man, calling the police on you, man.
Absolutely.
So we're going to ignore everything that, for instance, my ancestor, the Honorable Malcolm X said about these liberals.
Yeah.
We're just going to ignore that.
Yeah. Well, that's old stuff.
I'm talking about as a people. So when I talk to our nation, I talk about as a nation. I don't get caught up in all this other shit because they be, but Roe versus Wade. All right, that's something that can affect black people. But they be talking about all this shit, and I be talking about the black nation. If we're voting 90% for one party, that's power, bro. Nobody else is doing that. The closest is like I think the Hispanic community. They vote like 67% and for one party.
Yeah,
conservative. But they're our brown brothers and sisters. My point is this. We got that power, bro, with that voting block, but we got to make sure we're voting for the right people, man. Like they don't own us, we own them.
Yeah. Well, the problem is our youths aren't utilizing their power to vote these old decrepit bums out of office. They don't.
There's no candidate that's motivating the youth to get out there.
Right. The last one was Barry. And Barry was on he was on a teetering platform because
Barry had the youth in the streets campaigning, bro. The
youth
was knocking on your door and shit.
But they weren't considering that he was running with the races, and eventually this racist
Was gonna be, yeah,
was
yeah,
going to be the
yeah.
president.
And
Yeah,
those are the same youth that ended up voting for this racist Biden.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Wow. Yeah, they got older.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And, and it was
Kennedy was great too, but they put a bullet in his head.
yeah. We don't know what was in his heart either.
Yeah. Yeah. When I say great, yeah, you're right. Maybe not use that word wrong. But when I'm saying Kennedy motivated the youth. That's what
Yeah,
he was
yeah, yeah,
great
yeah. I
at
got you.
motivating the youth,
Yeah,
is what I
yeah.
meant.
And
Yeah.
it's usually a candidate between the ages of 40 and
Yes.
55 or 40,
Yes.
as opposed to 75 and 100 that can motivate the youth
Come
to
on, bro. When you
make
started
change in
voting,
America.
when you was young, low 20s, you wasn't voting for no motherfucker that was 84 with dementia. That motherfucker wasn't even, he might have been on one of them other tickets and shit. You know
But
what I'm saying? But he wasn't on the
yeah,
major ticket.
independent candidate with a bunch of damn money,
Yes.
or telling you that he was going to legalize, something like
Weed and
that.
all the drugs. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
But there's no way he was a viable candidate to be the president of the United States. That your parents,
Oh, shit.
people would show up at a convention with their tampons on their ear, and whatever the hell is gonna happen at the DNC. That you gonna
I just hate that we got to wait for the pink man to tell us
who to vote for.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm trying to say, bro? I didn't hear like many black folks, going on rants like this motherfucker got stepped down. I can't vote for him because we so programmed. Like I'm not voting for Trump. All right,
Yeah.
but who are you voting for and why?
Yeah,
Because I'm not voting for Trump.
You gotta vote for somebody.
And your reason for voting should not be because I'm not voting for him.
Yeah, because not voting for him is a vote for him. If you're not voting for anybody.
If you're not voting for anybody.
Yeah.
But see, now they got us programmed that if you vote for a third person, you're voting for him. But it's not true.
No.
I'm gonna explain why.
Yeah.
You vote for you vote for Kanye West. 90% of us, all of us, show our power. And we write Kanye fucking West on the ticket.
All right.
First of all, it's gonna get Kanye some power.
Yeah.
That I'm not concerned with. More importantly, the Democrats, after they lose this election, well, fucking look at you now after these landslides and you lost all control. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well. Now, and I have Janet Jackson there singing, "What have you done for me lately? Dun, 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 ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, we have all the pinks at a venue. You know what I mean? Maybe at Millennial Park. And what are you going to do for us? What are you going to do for our voting block that could get you back control of everything? What are you going to do for this 90% voting block?
You want some cheese?
Yeah, we want reparations.
Cheese and Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, we definitely want reparations.
Yeah.
Facts.
I mean, and the fact that it's been taken off the table by everyone and
everyone.
That should be the number one demand. If you want my vote,
reparations.
You want my community's vote,
reparations.
Now, we got our new mayor of city of Chicago who threw the reparations ring into the coffers and of course
Mayor BJ.
Yeah, Mayor BJ. And of course they were like, "Oh no, you can't be talking about the R word." Like, I'm not talking about R. Kelly. I'm talking about reparations.
That's how the same way Obama do it. You know what I'm saying? When they ask him about it, they get a little flip. They get some copper color to go out there. No, you got your money. I want mine. If you don't want it, that's fine. Give me your check. Shut your ass up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'll tell you this, bro. Like, that's the point. That's the point, bro. And the fact that that's been taken off the table, bro. I just remember when we were people. Now we're just voting 90% out of classical conditioning because that's what we've always done. But we as a people, we had someone, it was the churches generally, because we used to be Republicans until they stopped doing shit for us.
Yeah.
They stopped doing shit for us.
Yeah.
And guess what? We switched over to the other party that promised shit for us and started
Yeah.
doing shit for us.
Yeah.
Guess what? When this
They're not
party
doing
is not doing shit for us
Yeah.
and not promising us shit, guess what? We need to move over. Now, I'm not saying Republicans, they're not promising us shit or doing shit for us either.
Yeah.
But we got to vote for somebody who is.
We got to do something. We got to.
And that's not throwing your vote away.
Yeah. If I got to write in myself for the thinking party, damn it, I'm writing myself in. But number one candidate for the damn thinking party. And you know,
Yeah,
I like,
the common sense party.
Yeah. Or the, you know, if it's Kanye or if it's whoever the hell it is.
We're the only race, Ace, where you can sit down with business people or anybody,
mm-hmm.
and everybody assumes you black, and they know all your political affiliation.
You don't know shit about
but we're the only race.
Yeah.
Where people assume
mm-hmm.
you ain't voting for Republicans,
mm-hmm.
right? We're the only race.
Yeah.
That is not political power.
No.
That's the opposite of political power.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not switching it up and voting for people who are only in your interest. It's the opposite of political power. The Democrats can take us for granted because they know we're going to vote for them anyway. We roll out of bed when black people wake up in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
We roll out of bed thinking, how can I vote for a Democrat and make a Democrat rich?
Yeah. But well, I think it was mainly considered because the Democrats will roll the copper-coated candidates out there, and the GOP had nobody.
The candy copper-colored candidates.
They had nobody out there to roll out there and
that look like us and they sound like us. Bro, that's what they literally don't even say that they're like us. And that's why I love with K-Dot, Kendrick Lamar, not like us. They say they look like us and they sound like us. But guess what? They're not like us. Go ahead, bro.
No. And now that they're working to gain more brown and copper-colored candidates and want to put them out there with the no mustache.
Kamala's from Canada, and she's Indian. But most of our people think she's black. But go ahead. Now they got the candidates. Go ahead.
Yeah, she joined the black sorority. Yeah. We know what she was doing out there in California, locking up the.
She's an Indian, and she's got a Jewish zaddy. Go ahead.
Yeah, locking up the brothers out there in Cali.
My fault. Axonoski, so-called Jewish.
Yeah, before they promoted her to be Biden's Barry.
The Noops allegedly ran through her. When she was.
I can believe.
Allegedly.
That's when she switched over to get her pink husband. She's like, I don't want to go through that again. But but you know, it's just amazing that, you know, they're all just using skin tone to determine our vote and who we should vote for, and
we should run a trans.
Yeah.
The Democratic Party should run a trans.
Yeah.
That'd be a way to shove it. A young trans, openly trans, come out there one time, he's a woman, the next time he's speaking as a man.
Yeah.
I'd vote.
I mean, we got one here in Chicago. I forget her name.
I'd vote for the trans. If young and had the right policies and shit. And that would piss those pink people off. Go ahead, bro.
She's a commissioner of I think her name is Precious, of the Water Reclamation District. Yeah.
Great, that'd be classic. Precious. I'll be running the ads. You sure is ugly and hungry, ain't you? I mean, I forgot what they were saying in the movie. Precious, you sure is stupid. That movie was winning awards and shit, just talking about this black lady. I seen some of the videos I saw. She's from Chicago, saw her eating that chicken in there and shit. I'm like, man, this shit is racist as fuck. This shit was just like, and it won awards. It was just like Birth of a Nation. Yeah.
Yeah.
She couldn't even act. Yeah, Training Day. Yeah.
And Denzel made all these damn great movies, and now he makes a movie.
Yeah. Because she's fat,
thug.
But because she's fat and black and ugly, she's precious.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? But go ahead. But she's beautiful, and you know, don't get me wrong. But yeah.
I want y'all to tune in Tuesday to the Self-Love Show with it. You know, we're gonna expound a little bit more on these particular.
Well, yeah, we got to get back to sports. You're right. We went way too politics.
Yeah. Well, you know, it was.
Yeah, we went politics there. All right, how fans impact player performance data. Let's go ahead and get to the topic, bro. All right.
What topic we
We're talking about how fans impact player performance, right?
yeah.
Let's discuss, start by discussing some notorious fan bases that you can think of that you could think of. You know what I mean? Or like the Packers come to mind.
FTB.
Yeah,
The
FTB. I mean,
mob
FTB.
that got out up there in Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Yeah.
Celtics
Yeah.
fans.
Still a nation.
Uh,
Okay, let's get outside of
uh,
football.
Alumni Hall.
Yeah, Raider Nation.
No, I'm talking. Yeah, Raider Nation throwing the locks and stuff at you out there
Yeah,
from the stand.
they kill you right
Legally.
out in the parking lot. The damn Giants, Philly fanatics. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah. Who else?
Yeah.
We don't have no Chicago teams that we say.
No. Come on, Chicago's
Uh,
fly by night fair. We haven't won any damn thing since
yeah,
30 years ago.
yeah.
Oh, the Hawks, but that was fly by night.
The Cameron Crazies. You see them back there. You don't
Yeah,
know what's in there, right?
we know what's in their hearts.
Yeah, you don't know what's in there. They're
Yeah,
smart.
I
You
know.
know what I mean?
Yeah, that's where Leighton. Oh, Leighton. That's where Leighton came from. Oh,
There was some wild fan bases, bro. I never played at Leo during the season, but like
oh yeah.
you would
Yeah.
go to some of them some of the little Catholic schools, little ass gym. Them motherfuckers was right on top of you and shit.
And like,
I mean, right on top of you. I'm like, are we going to have to fight to get out of here? Like this is the gym,
unlike
bro.
the
It wouldn't even been the practice gym. Go ahead, bro.
unlike the Lions, then we're leaving after school allegedly and going to right down there to Dimbo's on Houston.
Dimbo's, that was my
Yeah,
spot.
yeah,
Big
yeah,
ups
man.
Dimbo, rest his soul, boy. He was selling
Yeah,
liquor, boy. If you be 13, what up, Dimbo? All you had to do is know his name. He say whatever you want.
Hey,
And
get back here. Shut the fuck up. Get back
and
here.
the police would be right on the other side drinking his shit.
Yeah, well, they were
Gambling.
partners.
Yeah. But yeah, the Lions Den, that would have been a pleasure, bro. I'd have loved playing there, bro. That would have been a pleasure.
Oh man, Lions Den, boy, especially back when we were there in the 80s, man.
Yeah.
You were hard pressed to get up out of there.
I tell you, in the Sicker East, Thornton, that was hard to play at because they would pack it in. It was like, I don't want to call Harvey a shithole town, but it was all based around, it was almost like if you could think of Texas, how they base everything around Friday Night Lights. That's how it was around Thornton. Wasn't much going on out there. They didn't go to the city that much. Back then, the pace buses wasn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they just grew up out there, generational. And bro, you go play out there, they had a big gym though. And Wildcats and they fans were raucous, just be talking shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna kick your ass. And you like, man, you don't know me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you be out there like,
basketball game. What are you talking about?
Yeah, man. So yeah. All right.
Yeah. The Lions Den, they pack them in because we were having a party after the game. And man, no matter what happened during the game, y'all still come down and party. We finna kick it.
And I'm sure y'all was pre-gaming before you got to Denver.
Oh my gosh! And young Mr. Wordsmith had a Chevy Nova that was responsible for most.
Oh, the notorious Nova. Y'all talked about a lot of shenanigans. I've heard a lot of stories about the Nova stories. I can't remember any of them, but you guys used to talk about the Nova stories a lot.
That guy
pulling up in the drive-through and punching
the. Well, that guy was in there being an athlete, and we were pre-gaming in his car, all the way up until game time, and the great thing about Leo, we were a community. The detectives that were doing security, they understand.
That's what I'm saying. They understand.
As long as the kids were in here, there was nothing going on out there.
Yes, and it's the same way the pink community is. They don't be arresting their young pink kids for nonsense and ruining their lives, and they're just having a little fun. But that's what happens when you get a pink security at a black school. They're putting nonsense cases on everybody.
These was brother detectives, and you can clearly smell the grass was green when we walked.
Yeah. But they wasn't tripping off that shit. They like, man, these guys ain't out here robbing and stealing, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they finna come cheer on their team, and they finna kick it afterwards and party, and then they going home.
That kind of shit, what y'all was doing, was criminalized in the south suburbs where I was during that same time.
Oh, well, that's true.
You know what I mean? They tried to, people did it. Oh, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But if they caught you, like they tried, well, we had black security. So I'm going to say that. But you had staff that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But and our heyday, most of the shenanigans or fun was led by all the A students, the honor roll students. They just partying and kicking.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
Come on, man. And their parents are paying.
yeah. So
Either they're here on scholarship for academic reasons or athletic reasons, which
yeah.
is helping the school, or their parents are paying what?
That bricks.
Tuition.
Yeah.
Right. Leave those fucking kids alone.
Yeah, leave them alone, man. Just make sure
they're paying my salary.
Yeah, make sure they safe.
Man, just make sure they safe, bro.
And everybody knew each other, And shout out to Jay Standering. He was a pink guy, and he'd be there on Friday nights with these copper coated kids. And he had the keys to the kingdom, but he was the administrator that would be there, so we can party all night and go home after a nice varsity football or basketball game.
So yeah, shout out to him, man. It was a Catholic school. He wasn't stroking you guys' bums, was he?
Oh, no.
You said pink, and you're at the Catholic school.
No.
Making things available.
No.
All right. What do you think the overall big ups to? What do you think the overall difference between home and away records are data wise? Like if you had to give it a percentage, what would you say overall?
Mm-hmm.
Your record would be out of 10 games at home. How many games would you win if you had 10 home games?
8 out of 10. I think it would have to be number one is
well, I'm going average. So yeah, your better teams who are probably more talented.
Yeah.
See, your JRW would probably be expecting 8 out of 10.
I'm thinking like
right.
9.5 out of 10, shit. Might throw a tie in there somewhere.
Right. But your more average teams and your teams who may not have that talent, they're still going to be having an advantage at home too. So this is an average of what they did. They took an aggregate. They just looked at all the games that's played, and they looked at the record of how many home games were won. And what do you think that number is? You said 8 out of 10.
I'll probably make that on average 7 out of 10, like 70%. Because you got home cooking, you got the fans.
Yeah, you got home cooking.
The refs are intimidated, and
we'll get into the whys.
Yeah.
The overall winning percentage for home teams was approximately 60%.
Okay.
In 2023 NFL season, home teams had a winning percentage of approximately 57%. In the 2023 MLB season, home teams had a winning percentage of approximately 54%.
Okay.
In the 2023-24 NCAA basketball season, men, home teams had a winning percentage of approximately 68%. There's your 70%.
Yeah.
Had a lot of home cooking going on in NC2As. In the 2023 NCAA football season, home teams had a winning of approximately 58%. So, now, we've both coached and or played organized team competition. What does the eye test say to you about home cooking?
Yeah. Well, a lot of people say it's because of cheating and
a lot of that.
The refs are
intimidated.
They're intimidated, and I think I've seen it from the color side of the copper-coated kids going.
Come on, you don't know what's in all those refs' hearts, those umps' hearts that's cheating every game.
Yeah, I just saw it last damn weekend, where they'll see a copper-coated player come out there, and this kid doesn't have a chance against them. It might not even be that he's for the team; it's just what he's got going on in his heart.
Damn shame, man. Still happening. 2024. That's why he went out and got the job.
Yeah. So he can go out there and be a quote unquote racist on the weekends because these kids are coming. And I was telling Deuce that the other day, like, yeah, man, I'm painting the corners, man. I'm left, right. I'm hitting these corners. And he's not calling anything. I was like, well, first of all, you're black. And they don't like, and you got braids in your head. So yeah, you got 2 strikes against you when you're going out there, throwing those fastballs.
Which is that when you take the mound, it's already 3-0.
Yeah. and these kids are just standing there watching pitching, and even from t-ball level or going up to when kids are pitching, umpires are not allowing players just to stand there and watch the damn ball. They want to encourage swinging. They want to encourage hitting. They want to encourage the game moving along. But
I see your point. So you should be erring on the side of those corners so you can get these players just standing around not standing around trying to take walks. Yeah, waiting on the mailman and shit.
Yeah, and we just went through 2 damn tournaments where they just letting these kids just stand there and take pitches on the outside corner or until we come up, and then
Oh, they calling all that shit. They calling this shit outside the black.
Sit out in the other batter's box.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. So it's home cooking is part of it.
And racism in different situations.
And racism. And the fact that your marginal players, you have your X factor, let's say that, they're more apt to succeed in a home game versus going to a opponent's field and having that same sort of success. So that, there's a lot of different factors. And as we see, the intimidation by the fans and the cheering and what kind of rah-rah section or, your honey bears you got out there that influence the players to play better and the other team to be more intimidated.
All right. Why do some teams like JRW, when because we always knew, and I'm going way back, and it's a shame it's still like that. We always knew we had to beat the brakes off teams if they weren't copper colored and we were going on the road. Like, we weren't going to get anything, right?
Yeah.
So why can some teams, like our beloved Chicago Bulls, when they had Michael Jordan, let me be clear,
Michael Jeffrey Jordan,
thrive on the road out there? What do you think? Preparation?
Talent and preparation, and television cameras. Even though we knew you had referees in the league that were betting on the games and taking care of their families by cheating. They knew that the commodity was Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Yeah.
You can cheat him to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But you had to make sure, his talent showed in the end that he could win this game because he's Michael Jordan.
And the evidence is on tape.
Yeah.
Like, it's harder for y'all to get good data because of how the cameras are.
Yeah.
You guys might want to start a GoFundMe to raise money for a really good camera that you could have like zeroed in on that batter's box. You'd all been zoomed in on that shit. And then when you send your protest in, I'd be sending in that data, boy. And not just y'all, the other teams and how that shit ain't getting called. You know what I mean? Hey, somebody's got to do something about this shit.
Absolutely.
Because you can't run out there and punch them no more. It's a whole case. They want to throw you in jail for years for the shit like that.
Yeah, ban you from baseball. Well, you got all these different tournaments, especially with travel ball now. You're looking at different tournaments every weekend. So, it's a matter of where you're playing, who you're playing, and how you're playing. But it's just tough out there. The kids you just want your kids to be better at the end of the season than they were at the beginning of the season. You want them to excel, work on their skills and talent, and hope. And the way it should be is that the most talented team that day can win a game or have the opportunity to win the game. But unfortunately, when you're playing in another team's backyard, they're hosting a tournament. You're going against that home cooking, and
but you said it earlier though. It's
beat the brakes off of them to win.
Yeah, but you said earlier it's a me against the world mindset, and I think many teams thrive. Some players like it, being on the road, but there's a mindset instilled too by the coaches. Comes down to preparation, and you gotta like I know Kobe loved being on the road, Jordan loved being on the road, like that me against the world.
Yeah,
and Ace. They don't have to worry about, buying tickets for other people, worry about their family. You know, they didn't just get into a little quick argument with their wife or girl right before the game. You know, they on the road, they together. You know, and so I think sometimes that builds that camaraderie, and it's a bonding for teams.
Yeah. I mean, and certain players can mentally prepare to be on the road, or where some can't. They think about, we're playing in this away arena, and what can I do to excel in this arena? But when it gets to the game, when those lights come on, everybody can't get it done. And
Well, glad you said that. So, what do athletes say about home cooking? It's kind of where I want to go. So I remember playing, and I didn't at Eisenhower. The only thing about home cooking that was like, man, we can't let them come in here and take this win. Now I did realize there were shenanigans going on in the parking lot. Sometimes fights and people was getting robbed. I had no idea that stuff was going on. You know what I mean? So maybe that affected stuff. Like, we didn't like Thornton. We'd be on their ass and shit. But
that's against Mendel and
yeah. But as an athlete, you just out there playing. But one thing I would go back and do different, if there's any coaches out there, and so we had like some nice, beautiful stands, right? And the machine brings them out. It created a whole different dimension when you're practicing. So what I would have suggested to my coach is maybe home games, those side rims ain't so important. We practicing with these, so that now it's just like the game. So when I was practicing, I had there was a lot of background on my side because there was no bleachers, is what I'm saying. So things look different. You could run faster out of bounds. You know, you didn't have to worry about stopping so fast. And I think for home court to really be an advantage, you should practice exactly the way it's going to be set up when you play.
During the games,
yeah. Because the only time I saw it like that was during games, and then it's like, ooh, I didn't feel like I was at home no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, all these people out here.
I don't want to do a dive into the damn front row.
I can't dive over there no more.
Yeah.
Now, you go ahead.
Yeah, but absolutely. It's just a mental makeup that you have to have for yourself. And what I would tell players is that, hey, they're coming here, even when they were confident that they knew that they could beat this team. I'm like, hey, these guys are coming here to beat you on your home field.
Exactly.
They don't care what name you got on the front or on the back or on your hat. They coming to kick y'all ass. And they be like, oh man, they can't beat us here. I know they can't beat you here, but you got to know that.
Yeah, they're trying to come into your house and take everything you own.
Right.
You have to defend your home.
Yeah. Now, whatever happens when we go on the road,
we're out looking for R&P. That's an R&P mission.
Yeah.
You go out and you get the spoils. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's something different.
But here, nobody
can't have no R&P in here.
they ain't coming close.
No. Yeah, and so you're saying pride. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then history starts coming in. Like, you'll be like our record, JRW home record is something like we don't lose here. You know what I mean? Like, like Leo was like that too back in the day. Like, they're not coming in here getting this.
Yeah.
That's why I like Simeons and Kings never showed up and played on the road at Leo. I would have loved that. They weren't going to do that.
We're going to Rosemont Horizon. We're going to play at Chicago. Cocksuckers. Come on to the Lions Den.
Yeah.
All that crap y'all talking. Yeah.
And see if y'all getting these calls that y'all getting over there at Simeon.
Yeah.
In the Lions Den. See if these refs calling that shit in front of our fan base.
No, these damn Catholic League South refs. No, you're not getting that crap.
Come over here on 79th and Halsey, call it. Come on.
Yeah. Well, they would never come to
I know the parking lot was right across the street, but make it to the parking lot.
Nah, they would definitely not come to it had to be a neutral site anytime we played.
You'd have some guys coming back from Denbo's. They go, that mother bitch motherfucker. Happen to stumble across them when they go into their cars. And then what happens, bitch motherfucker.
But then, we were still, fighting then.
Yeah.
As opposed to what the hell's going on now.
Yes. Lickety, blickety, blick over nonsense. All right. So you ran through some of this. I'll just run through it for the sake of time. So athletes have cited familiarity with the venue. Athletes are more comfortable and confident playing in a familiar environment, which can enhance their performance. Support from the home fans, Ace. The presence of supportive fans, family members can boost morale and motivation, creating a positive psychological effect. And that can work in reverse too. Well, if they're not supporting in a positive way, if you understand what I'm saying, it could create pressure. Some people play better on the road when they're away from all of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Maybe they don't play as well around their dad as what I'm saying, as they do. Yeah.
Sometimes you just have crazy ass family members just coming up there acting a damn fool.
Yeah.
And,
Yes.
it
Now
just
they can't
it throws
focus.
off. Yeah.
Yeah. Reduce travel fatigue. We kind of cover that. Playing at home eliminates the physical and mental fatigue associated with travel, allowing athletes to be in better condition for the game.
For sure.
You are talking about referee bias. Some studies suggest that referees may subconsciously favor the home team due to crowd influence. That's what I was saying. They wasn't coming to Leo.
Yeah, we're going to play at the Rosemont. Why the hell are we going all the way out to the Rosemont to ride?
Because the fans are nowhere near the fucking players. Keep them away.
Right.
That's when DePaul went down, bro, when they moved away from playing at Alumni Hall. That's why Duke won, because they took DePaul's thing and built that little ass gym. Coach K from Shy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. What is the audience effect? So the audience effect refers to how the presence of spectators influences an individual's performance. This is probably what Verge was experiencing. The phenomenon is particularly significant in sports where the crowd's energy can have both positive and negative impacts on athletes. Bro, like, okay, when the crowd gets going, bro, it's like an extra chi. It's like an extra energy, bro. And to me, it affected me. It's like you're running a little faster. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what's going on.
What was that, Wolf of Wall Street? Can you feel it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. You remember, basically.
It can make you do things like, okay. I can't remember. Anthony White, Thornwood.
Mm-hmm.
I was a sophomore.
All right.
I was a junior, buried in the bench behind the coach's nephew, who was a great player. Coach's nephew was out there getting bum thumbed, and he was tired. I mean, the coach never played me. We were getting bummed as a team, right? It was a tournament. He threw me in there. He threw me in the game. He was getting in the game. I wasn't even expecting to play, son of a bitch. You know what I mean? I was DMP, coach's decision. You know what I'm saying? And now you're calling on me. You know what I'm saying? So he called me.
He was getting bum.
It was in the middle of the crowd, raucous. Bro. All right, I'm dribbling up, I'm playing a point, I'm dribbling up. The crowd just going crazy. Somehow, you've balled with me. I never dribbled the ball off my foot. Somehow the ball hit my fucking foot. Went right to Anthony White. That motherfucker grabbed the ball. I tried to get in front of him. He was a grown man. I later found out at that time I was 16. He was 20. So no, he had to be 19, maybe 19. At that time, he was 19. I know he graduated at 2021. I know that for a fact. So the rules were different. He was so, but man body, big Tommy, crowd screaming. I caught up to him somehow because he was slowing down. He was like Baby Jordan to do his little Jordan dunk. I caught up to him, and I would have never done it if the crowd. It was the crowd.
Yeah, the crowd.
I went in there. I grabbed his arm, bro, as hard as I could. As he was none of that mattered to him. He was a grown man. He was cool though. Like, man, he always remember that. He was Ah, the crowd went crazy. It was like, oh, Mills, Mills. You know, people do me and shit.
Yeah.
Bro, I come down though after that. I come down, do a little move on them. But they had threes. It was a Big Dipper tournament. Yeah, shot it. It felt good, Ace. Went in, came out. Coach yanked me. I was into it then. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
don't take me out. He
Yeah.
yanks me out. Not only yank me out, you got me, you dribble off your foot, and then you cut out, you shoot a bonehead three. This is what he does, bro. No, if I'm coaching, no, keep playing. We getting our ass whooped anyway. Go after his
Right,
ass.
Let
The
me see.
worst has already happened to me.
It ain't gonna get no worse than that.
No,
Now your
bro.
adrenaline is pumping, you got the endorphins going, and
Bro,
yeah,
the three was in so much that the crowd got quiet. Do you know what I'm saying? But it came out. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I would have told that player, keep shooting that shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean, come on. Let's
Losing
keep
anyway.
that.
Fuck it. He's gonna be my guy next year. I plan on starting him next year.
Right.
Uh,
Let's get you some reps in and stuff
reps.
like that. Yeah.
Some experience out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had I had experience before that, I never would have bounced it off my foot.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's
Poor
coaching
coach.
mentality. Some coaches they don't want to play. I mean, when you're in a situation, especially when you're losing by a lot,
Or winning by a lot. You
or
got to
winning by
find
a
a way
lot,
to play players
you got to get your players out there,
and
especially
develop.
players you're thinking you're going to count on at the end of the season, or you're going to count on
Because
next
that's what it means to be a senior. If I'm
year.
not getting experience in varsity, you know what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah.
have senior experience really.
Right, right. So you got to get that guy out there. You got to get him running. You got to get him playing against those other teams, and that was some of the stuff that Self had to experience at the Lions. Then, like the coach
Like,
coach
why
had
am
a
I not playing? We're up 35 points playing
yeah,
these guys, and why is Smoke still out there?
right. Yeah, bring him to the sideline, get him ready for the next game. We got 2 games this damn weekend. You
And now
know,
you wonder why Smoke's ankle was tweaked in the big game against Chicago King.
yeah, yeah, because you didn't ran him into the ground because you didn't want to put
Oh
your
yeah, your coach and my coach was good friends. That's why I used to play y'all in an illegal game every year, and y'all used to come out and play in our spring. They were good friends. They
oh
both
yeah,
played big high level basketball. They were both same kind of fucking coaches too. Yeah, same fucking philosophy. They'll teach you the fundamentals though. Like
yeah,
they
yeah.
knew the
But you got a whole team full of talent.
whole team. That's the thing about Leo. Y'all was the deep. That's why I fucked with y'all. But that motherfucker only had a 7-man rotation. He stuck to for some reason. I'm like, why ain't he playing these people?
Yeah,
Whenever I used to see y'all, I was playing against Tory, I'm like, why? I used to be out there. I'll tell you this. Smoke was good,
mm.
but I defended them both. Love Smoke game. One thing about Smoke, I think he knew he didn't have to do too much.
Yeah,
Yeah. He
yeah.
just took over. He seemed like he took over like when he needed to.
Mm-hmm. But that was their offense. They didn't want him to do too much. But if you got a player that can
Man, change the offense.
yeah,
Because, bro, when I was guarding him, I'll tell you like this. It was easier guarding Smoke than it was Tracy Webster. And I shouldn't be able to say that.
right.
And it was because they let Tracy go and they
Mm-hmm.
didn't let Smoke go.
No, that was
Yeah.
Fitz offense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be guarding Smoke and Tory and I'm like, man,
Mm-hmm.
he can go right past me. You know what I mean? I'm like, hey, Smoke a pass. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Shit.
And Felton was our starting point guard over Tory.
Listen, Felton, oh my God.
Yeah.
Big ups to Felton. I'll just leave it there. I don't want to say nothing negative about him, but there's no way in hell. I remember then, like, I don't know what the fuck this is.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he was tough, but he ran Fitz's offense, and that's all Fitz wanted.
He wasn't even a good defender.
I mean, Torrey should have been out there, but
all right.
Or definitely, I would have had Felton out there beating somebody up, and then I'd have brought Torrey in.
He should have been there. You got to find a way to get both of them time. It
yeah.
wasn't like, yeah.
But
all right. Positive impact. Let's see.
They didn't want Vince Evans out there. Put him out there with Brian Batchnagel as his number one receiver.
All right. Psychological edge, increased sense of belonging. Athletes often feel more supported at home. Pressure and anxiety. On the flip side, the expectation to perform well in front of a large audience can create pressure. This can lead to anxiety in some players, which may negatively affect performance. So, like, I would be at home games and you got homeboys and random people. "Hey, take your shot. What's the meals? Yeah. I ain't see you in class today. You take your shot. Why you ain't shooting? You know what I mean? Yeah, and you don't get that so much on the road.
No,
Yeah,
no. I'm running the offense. I'm
yeah,
playing as a team. We're not we're
yeah,
not we're not out on a playground, man.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a rhyme
This,
to the reason.
I got a jackass over here waiting to yank me out of the game.
So I got to run his damn offense.
Uh, yeah. So let's see. Um, okay, so on the road, reduce pressure. Um, playing away from home can sometimes reduce pressure athletes feel without the intense scrutiny of the home crowd, to my point. Motivation from adversity. Some athletes are motivated by the challenge of playing in a hostile environment. The
Yeah,
desire to prove themselves against the odds can boost their performance. Chip on their shoulder.
that's an X factor, or that's your dog. Your dog want to come out and man,
Anywhere.
business.
Yeah, anywhere you could get it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That's your dog.
Mm.
Focus and concentration. We mentioned that with the team cohesion, y'all being together and stuff. Athletes who thrive in road games often have strong mental toughness. They can block out negative crowd noise and use it as fuel to perform better. Your dog, to your point. Peter pandemic effect on home cooking. During the pandemic, when sporting events were held without fans, data revealed a significant impact on home field advantage.
Mm.
Studies showed that the home field advantage was nearly halved without fans.
Mm.
This is proof.
Well, that eliminates the intimidation on the other team and the officials. So yeah, I can see that.
It does. And also I think the energy.
Yeah,
I think when you have a bunch of conscious beings wishing that this person hits that ball
yeah,
or
yeah.
wishing that they get that strike, you know
It's
what I mean?
kinetic energy. Yeah,
Yes.
for the play.
Yes. That's got to be something, bro. It's got to mean something, bro.
That's why the bubble championship doesn't count.
I'm the more you say it, it's probably why the news just repeats everything over and over. But the more you say that, the more I'm really starting to come on board to that, bro. I mean, I'm serious. I mean, the more you say it, I'm starting to come on board
Yeah,
with that. Yeah.
come on, board. It's the truth. Doesn't count.
Home team scored fewer goals without the support of their fans. With fans, home team scored 0.29 goals more per game than away teams, but this dropped to 0.15 goals more when games were played in the empty stadiums.
Mm.
In European soccer teams, home teams won only 0.22 points more per game than away teams, compared to 0.39 points more when fans were present. Referee decisions. Here you go on this. The absence of fans also influenced referees' decision. More fouls were called against home teams during the Peter pandemic in
Mm.
empty stadiums, and fewer yellow cards were issued to the away team.
Ah.
So maybe the refs have a sense we got to kind of keep the order out. Yeah.
Yeah, especially in football, because those
All
fans,
those drunk people from those shithole countries have
man,
nothing to
they'll
do.
catch you outside, catch you leaving the damn stadium, they'll kill you and your whole damn family. But
Then move over here and vote for Trump.
yeah, all right for them. Oh yeah, just like coaches calling a little banter here, talking about coaches a FGB fan because he was and walkie pandering to the meatheads that were there in the audience about their upcoming football season. So no, he's not a GB fan. He's a
Goofy.
Trump fan.
Oh,
Whatever it takes for him to get your meathead vote, that's what he's going to do at the time. So
yeah, big ups to coach. Yeah, I
big
mean,
ups, coach.
I'm sure in his dino brain, what he's processing. He's processing. You look at a slug, right? You see a common slug, right? And you think, oh, this slug isn't processing. That slug's processing,
Yeah,
probably at a high level as far as slugs go.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean? That
yeah,
could probably be the most intelligent slug in the history of slugs. You know what I mean?
for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? You'd have no
Yeah,
way
for
of
sure.
knowing. Yeah. All righty. All right. These findings highlight the significant role that fans play in providing a psychological boost to home teams and
Mm.
potentially influence the decisions of referees. That's why it's important for you fans, get out there and support your teams out there. Is there a specific sport or league you're particularly interested in regarding these effects, Ace? And then go ahead and give me your final words on this topic.
Well, I mean, I think the kinetic energy in a football stadium, and I'm not specifically speaking about American football, but international football is affected by the energy that's brought by their fan base um, to the players. That kinetic energy goes through them, and they call it momentum in American football and those long football game, international football games. The players are swayed by their particular fans, and you just gave the statistics. So, uh, you know, fan enthusiasm, fan energy, fan endorphins, they go into the players. It it makes the average or below average player that's on these particular teams more comfortable to go out there and succeed because they're feeling the the energy from their own fans. They're feeling the calls that they're getting from the particular officials that they normally do their games. They feel that they should be winning on their home field because they have to defend the turf that they play on, the grass that they play on,
And they're accustomed to winning there.
and they're accustomed to winning in those stadiums. So whether this guy on the end of the bench is your X factor for this game, or your stud is going to come out and make it happen in the beginning of the game, I believe that that kinetic energy and physical and mental energy that they put toward the home team transfers into a certain amount of percentage of winning, and the statistics prove and back up that these things take place. So, uh, shout out to those teams that have home stadiums, home fields. It's tough in the urban area of Chicago, where everybody plays in certain regions. They'll play at depending on your level of play, you're playing at Gately, or you might get some games at Soldier Field, or you're playing at Stag, or you're playing at this other field over here. You really can't call
The city of
it home.
Chicago can't afford stadiums, and they don't have abandoned buildings and vacant lots all over the city and red districts where they could build stadiums for these schools. The
Don't
city doesn't
tell,
have any money.
don't tell me what the city of Chicago. Now, I really hate the city of Chicago Public School security because they treat the average working class citizen as like they're gonna come in there and shoot up the place. You can look at the person coming in and whatever
And
you
know
want.
if he's on map or not.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
I hear you, bro. I be coming at people like that too, bro.
I
Sometimes.
really don't like CPS security for these.
Nah, I know what you're talking about, though. Like, come on, man. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
come on, bro. Like, come on. You got more experience. You was either a rookie.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I even tell the story when my father-in-law was alive. Was it Joe? Joe had a football game at one of those stadiums over there. It was right off Halsted. Forget the name of it.
rest up, Uncle Joe.
Yeah, and they were going out that night, but they dressed to the nines. Um, Mama Floria got on a dress and a fur coat, and he got
You
on,
know, come on.
his, steppers
You
on,
know
got
what I'm
on,
saying? Come on, man. All right, go ahead.
and they want to, besides the wand, they want to search him. Now, he's in his late 60s, 70s then. They want to search him. No, he was in the 60s, late 60s. and search them and make sure that they're not bringing contraband or weapons into the damn football stadium. Like, come on, man, use your damn common sense, man. I think it was his birthday, and they were going out after the game. So it's Chicago, man.
Well, what do you say is in your final words? Fans. Another word for fans is friends.
Yeah.
Can we liken this to everyday life for any kid that may be out there about not palling around with the ops and not going and hanging out on op territory, looking for hot chicks? I don't know. Can this reference life, like keeping being around positive people who love and pulling for you?
Well, after this season, the daddy ball season I went through in baseball, there wasn't a lot of positivity from the coaches, and I would tell these inexperienced parents that I was dealing with, as my experience as a coach, that it's very important for the coaches to be positive toward the kids. And I went through a season where I really didn't appreciate the coaching style that were given to the players that were on this team, and it reflected in their record. Um, so and I was anytime I'm on the sideline, I'm trying to, they would have their talk with the kids, and you can hear, some negative thoughts or negative comments. Yeah, you want to get in kids' rear ends to make them
Accountable,
players
right?
accountable, but you gotta follow that up, or you got to work with that during the game with some level of positivity. That yeah, you forget that last play. Let's move on, and when they come in the dugout, you're not yelling at the whole team. You're like, if the
Bro, that was
individual,
Coach Frazier. You're saying they spend the whole time harping at people about all the negative and the bad stuff the whole time. Go ahead, bro.
yeah, yeah, and you want to get with that individual player maybe that made a mistake, and hey, team, let's get together. Let's use this time out to get better when we come back out. And you go to that particular player like, this is the mistake you made. This is what you need to do to overcome it, and let's get better. Let's play better. This season isn't about this game. The season is about getting better at the end of the season, as opposed to when you start at the beginning of the season. But unfortunately,
Yeah.
unfortunately,
No, you're right. And coaches, if you're negative all the time, it's going to fall on deaf ears.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
you
the kids
know,
gonna start tuning you out. They don't want that.
100%, 100%, you know, shouting and name calling, and you're not acknowledging the work the players are putting in. You're not acknowledging, to your point, the progression. That's your job, is to acknowledge after a loss. Listen, coaches, let me tell you a secret. After a loss, that's your best time to gain your team's confidence.
Yeah,
You have to be able to spell out what didn't go right. You have to be able to spell out what went right. You have to be able to spell out what you could have done better as a coach. You have to be able to
absolutely.
spell that out and tell the team that we're all in this together, and we're, damn it, and we're going to get better, and we're going to keep working at it. You guys are working hard. You have to do that. And then after wins, you can go a little bit harder.
Yeah,
You see, after the W's, you can go a little bit harder. But after the L's, that's when you have to show the compassion, stupid.
yeah, absolutely.
Nobody's happy that they lost.
Yeah,
You know, I'm not happy Anthony White dunked on me in front of the crowd and
yeah,
lifted me up off the ground with his big manly body. He
yeah,
was at least 20 years old, and I was 16 at the time. I'm not
yeah.
making excuses. I mean,
But you
16
don't
years.
want to you don't want to harp on that, for
Come on.
15, 20
Now
minutes.
the gym is quiet and you're shouting at me at the
Yeah,
top of your lungs, and everybody can hear you. Yeah, you foul him. Yeah, we saw all that, jackass.
yeah.
We
That's right.
all. You think I don't know this shit?
Right. Right. I'm doing what I did what I could for the team. It didn't work out. Let's move
Now,
on.
now, what if I said, you sat me on the bench, you haven't played me, you gave me no idea I was going to be a part of this game. I didn't get any time in practice. What if I sat there and shouted that in practice?
Yeah, yeah. What is that gonna
I
do?
wouldn't have played. Wouldn't
Yeah,
even play next season. Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Times was different. All right. Is that your final word?
That's my final word, man. Just home cooking is home cooking when home cooking is cooking up something for your players to be better as players. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's right.
that's my final word.
That's right. Home cooking is not letting your friends come over and run to your house, take stuff, tear it up,
Yeah,
leave the house dirty,
yeah.
disrespect it, do things you know your parents won't even let you do in the house. Right?
Think.
Yes, that's right. Think. But great job. And as we wrap up today's episode on how fans impact player performance, it's clear to me that the presence of spectators can significantly influence the outcome of sporting events, from the boost of adrenaline and confidence provided by a supportive home crowd. And this can happen in your everyday life. You know, you get boosts of adrenaline from having supportive, positive people around you, to the pressure and anxiety that can come with high expectations. Fans, the high expectations fans play a crucial role in shaping athletic performance. Greater data from various studies, including the unique circumstances of the 2020 MLB season played without fans and the Bubble Championship, highlights the tangible effects of crowd presence on home field advantage and player performance, whether it's the psychological edge of players, edge of playing at home, or the motivation some athletes find in overcoming the hostile environments out there. The audience effect is a very powerful force both in sports and life. Thank you for joining us on today's exploration of this dynamic relationship between friends and athletes. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, concerns, feel free to drop a comment below. Support your local Jackie Robinson baseball team. Just Google how to give money to Jackie Robinson West. Until next time, or Ace, you can give us a link right there. You got a link?
www.JackieRobinsonWestLittleLeague.com.
That's right. May or may not be tax exemption for you out there too.
It
Uh,
is. 501c.
right.
We good.
Yeah, so you can give it to the pink man who's going to give it to his kids, or you can give it to our community. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stop the blicking, stay loyal to the Navy and Orange, FGB,
FG.
bear down, and don't forget to bring your mouthpiece out.
Bring back the honey bears.
Honey bears, honey bears. All right, y'all. So next Tuesday on the Self Love Show, we're the Self Love Show. We're unpacking. Get to it here. Hey, Karen, can you bring?
Come on, Karen.
She's on the phone. Right?
Yeah.
It's nothing we can do. It's nothing we can do. You know that privilege. You know that privilege she's wielding around here. You can't do anything. HR would be all up my bum. You made that. You made that pretty white girl cry. She came in here crying. You know your big black ass can't do that. What do you mean? How did I make her cry? The fuck are you talking about? That's like that.
Work. I mean,
yeah. You know what I mean?
She's an intern. That's what she's here for.
That's right. Intern.
Not work for you.
Spooky action at a distance. The Trump failed assassination. Was it a shot?
Alleged.
At the Second Amendment. Next up on the Self Love Show. That'll be Tuesday. That'll be live. You got anything in mind, or we're gonna?
We got to get to the NFL, man.
Oh yeah, man. We definitely got his time, bro. Yeah, we got to get to the camp. We'll do the camp, and we'll break down the NFC North.
Yeah, I got to put some bets in this year, man.
You're gonna put some bets in, huh?
Yeah, I was prognosticating, but I wasn't pontificating at the local casino or the.
Have you seen any halter tops or fingernail polish or anything weird going on locally with your quarterback?
Well, no. He matter of fact, he showed up at. He did he started his own little foundation. Had his own. He was out there for the kids
in the community.
Yeah, in the community. Right. Well, I mean, not.
We mean not
in our community, but he was out in the community.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I don't care about that shit.
They live in Lake Forest.
I don't care about that shit. They don't need it. That community don't need the fucking help. I don't care about that shit at all. But go ahead.
But he
was he wearing a halter top?
No, he wasn't wearing a halter top. He was looking like a normal human, and he's doing what he can. He's got to start somewhere. He's got to start somewhere. So
He's
yeah,
a kid too. I got to remember. He's not
yeah,
a kid. I mean, they lock his
yeah. I
black
mean,
ass up.
he's got some business acumen from the
Yeah,
last couple of years of being on
yeah.
all these commercials and television. But he's not from here, so he'll learn. It'll come.
I love his cockiness. I just um it rubs me a certain way because I
Mm,
saw how Walter Payton
yeah,
taught. I didn't see him as a rookie, but Michael Jeffrey Jordan too. As
yeah,
good as he wasn't saying none of that shit.
yeah, yeah. Well, Jordan, yeah, Jordan pop up in the hood, man. They pop up on Saturday nights
Yeah,
with gambling.
yeah.
So
Pop
yeah,
up and be hooping and shit,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
You get,
Ride up in an IROC and shit.
yeah,
Hoop for about an hour and then it get too crowded, speed off and shit. Yeah.
I'm out of here. Peace out.
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all about to start shooting and shit.
Nah,
He's like, trying to take my shit. He knew when the GDs was big up to the GDs. He knew
yeah,
when the GDs was in the door, they showed up and looked like
yeah,
they wasn't smiling at him.
yeah.
They didn't even know who he was.
Yeah, I'm
Shit.
about to move around and shit.
Yeah.
Shout out to call
Yeah.
me if you need some tickets to the game.
Yeah. You
He
know
wasn't
them
giving you
guys
shit,
show up.
but call
Look
me.
like they don't even know what basketball is. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Never
yeah.
even seen these guys before. Like y'all
Yeah.
shooters and shit. Who are these guys?
Who are these guys? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Mike.
Yeah.
You probably want to move around.
Yeah, you move
I'm gonna
around.
check y'all next time.
Yeah, check you out next time. He never shows up to that particular place again.
Yeah,
Mike was smart that
yeah, yeah, ever again. Yeah,
way. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
All right, so we're gonna jump into the NFL next week. That sounds like
yeah.
a real winner, bro.
We got the Hall of Fame game coming up. Matter of fact, we had a former Bear sign with another team.
Who's
Uh,
that?
Eddie Jackson. He signed with the Baltimore Ravens.
The Baltimore Bears. They
Yeah,
seem to love our cast
yeah,
offs,
yeah,
don't they?
yeah. We'll
And
see.
they all they do is take them to the playoffs and flirt with the Super Bowl.
Playoffs.
That's all they do.
That's all they do. Yeah, yeah. Man. I don't know about Eddie Jackson. Well, he got some strength in front of him, so maybe he'll be good. And
Well, right now it's more about his information. What teams you say he went to?
he went to the Ravens, Baltimore Ravens. He rejoined with Roquan the chef.
All right, they bringing Ray Lewis back.
Yeah, Ray's ambassador for the Baltimore Ravens.
Well, Ray went on a rant recently about how football's gotten soft.
Well, compared to when he was playing, the rules have changed.
Yeah, and it was even softer when he was playing. Son of
Yeah.
a bitch.
Oh, dogs in the house. Woo, 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 woo.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, he was just complaining. We'll cover that next. I'll
Yeah,
mention
just
that
give the
next
money
week.
and shut the F up. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, you walked away from the alleged murder rap, so
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Everything you got after that was great.
You know what I mean. Write a book. If I did do it, I wouldn't have done it. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about the deer antler spray.
Yeah.
And you're a preacher, just
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
out of Texas.
Is that what he's doing now?
Well, yeah, he's reverend. Yeah, he became a reverend when he caught that case. Yeah.
Yeah. He said it wasn't him. It wasn't me.
Yeah, well, he was telling people not to kneel.
Yeah. Oh, I missed that part.
Yeah, he was one of those.
Oh, he's one of them.
Yeah. But
maybe that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but at the same time, he was prompt in front of us, his uncle, because he had some sort of murder case, and now that made him one of us.
That's what he was trying.
Yeah, I'm sure if I dig deeper, his family's from the Caribbean or some shit. I'm gonna start digging deeper.
He was poor and stupid from when he went to Miami. I forget where he come from.
See,
Miami.
Yeah, they're probably poor and stupid somewhere from the Caribbean.
My grandmama gave me $20, and I had
put me on the inner tube, push that motherfucker towards America, and boom.
And 2 pairs of jeans, and when I got to Miami, I figured it out from there.
I was a dreamer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to start telling an immigrant story when I'm here, just making sure. Yeah.
Make it
I came here with $15 in my pocket.
Yeah.
And now I got $30 in my bank account.
You pull yourself up
pull myself up on my bootstraps. Yes. Oh, you're an immigrant? Where you from? It's some shithole country. I don't remember the name.
Right. I remember the name of it. I think matter of fact, it was blown off the map by the United States, and they took the name away. So I can't call it anything. Can I get a loan?
Yeah.
Interest free. I don't have to pay it back.
Yeah, we've had a lot of politics on today's show. We're gonna get it more back to sports
Next week.
next week.
Yeah.
So
Mouthpiece included.
find yourself sliding through Inglewood, Cali.
Better guard your grill.
Better watch your back. You might be sliding through the shot, riding past where Dembo's was,
Wild Hunters.
Sandpipers, dude's uncle spot, BB.
Yeah.
Mouthpiece included.
Don't be parking and sitting there, texting,
Better guard your grill.
sitting there. You better park and get out.
Take your ass in the house.
But wherever the fuck you are,
My house, his house, who am I?
check your blind spot. Watch your six. Keep your head on that Chi-Town swivel.
Show. For sure.
Joe Grill.
Definitely got it done.
Mouthpiece included. Better guard
And
your
don't
grill.
forget to. Let me get some more volume tearing down.
Mouthpiece included. Better guard your grill.
And don't forget to bring your mouthpiece.
Better guard your grill.
Yeah, one.
Mouthpiece
I'll stop
included.
down.